going to date Pomni! Yeah, you had right. We're finally having Yuri on this channel. Let's go! Welcome, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope you had a nice Sunday. I hope you had something good to eat. And yeah, we're gonna end the week on a good note by dating Pomni. First therapy, as I wrote in the title. This is really necessary because after the 9th episode, I need the therapy. And I figured Pomni would be the best for the therapy because it's Pomni, you know? Who to give better therapy than Pomni? I don't know. Who would you want to go to? Jax? Ha! That didn't work so well last time. By the way, we already dated Jax in the last episode. If you want to watch that, watch the last stream. What is on YouTube? Okay. Done now. Welcome, Schweisen. Hi, Pookie. Hi. Welcome. Then I would say let's start. Let's start right away because this took 2 hours, I think, last time. And the problem is there's no voice acting, so I have to read everything. And last time my voice got really scratchy and hurt a bit after. So I hope that maybe Pomni's part will be a bit shorter. So let's see. We can maybe skip some dialogue options because they are repetitive, probably. So we already played the Jax part. Ooh, welcome to the amazing digital dating simulator, a slice of life style school setting where anything and everything is possible. Since we already know all that, I'm gonna just skip that part a bit. Oh my god, my voice is so thankful. Okay, we're of course playing a female uniform. How about your name? What should we call you? My name, the Night Nugget. I was Mia last time, I hope I was. Just pick that. Yep, that's my name, as far as I know. Great, we're a transfer student here, and this is our first day at the new school, and now we're going into our classroom. What a scary situation. I glanced down at my class schedule. This should be English 101 with Mr. Kinger. So where's the teacher? As I step into the room to let in any other students that might be late to class, someone else hops into the room. Their figure looks like a tall white piece from a gaming set. Specifically, he looks like a king in chess. Who could that be? It takes me a moment to put 2 and 2 together, but when I do, I almost groan at the pun. Surely his name can't really be... Hello, my name is Kinger. You must be pleased to meet me. Mr. Kinger extends a gloved hand, which I shake more out of instinct than out of genuine sense of excitement. Good morning, students. On the docket today, we have a new student named... what's your name again? Hey, everyone, I'm Mew, and I'm looking forward to learning with all of you, and I hope we can all be friends. That's a bit too needy. I'm Mew, don't mess with me, and we'll be good. We're trying to get Pomni this time, so we're gonna pick the 3rd option again, of course, because that's the least cringe one. Right, deal. Go on and take any open seat, Mew. Most of our students don't bite. Most of them. One of the students, a purple rabbit, seems to grin at this. I take a moment to think of who to sit by. By the way, do you think Jax actually bit another student when they joined? I can totally imagine that. Oh, imagine him biting like who could they bite? Gangle. He would so bite Gengar. Oh, didn't he bite Gengar? Episode 5? When they were in Australia. And then they were hunting and then he bit Gengar. Oh, that was insane. Wait, I take a seat next to the girl in colorful hat and sailor uniform. What? There she is! Such a cute art style! The artist really is talented here. I'm jealous. Oh, hi. She gives me a shy wave, as if she's surprised I want to sit next to her. Hello there! I squint down at her desk. Written on it is the name... But I'm pretty sure I heard another student address her as Pomni. No, that's wrong. That's fake news. I know that this must be It's Pomni, she says, covering the plague on her desk with one of her gloves. Just Pomni. She lets out a sigh. When I first got here, well, it's a long story, but basically I couldn't remember my name. So Kane tried to make one up for me. For the first few days here, I was... How did he manage to pronounce that? But nobody could pronounce that, so we ended up going with the second name he picked out. Pomni. Guess that makes sense. As much sense as anything makes here, at least. I mean, the teacher is a chess figure, what do you want? Though, come to think of it, since you just showed up, I'm officially not the newest one around here. So I can show you the ropes, if you're interested. Just as she says that, the ragdoll student at the front of class seems to take notice of us, walking over to our desks. Oh, hi you two! Pomni, are you making friends with the new transfer student? Hey, Ragatha. Yep, just talking to Miu. Pomni turns to me. Miu, this is Ragatha. She's our class president. Ragatha extends a hand towards me. Welcome to our school. Welcome to our school, Miu. If you ever need help with anything at all, I'm your girl. She beams. I'm happy you and Pomni are getting along. Can I tempt you with a tour of the school later? Maybe Pomni can come along too. What do you think? Pomni interjects. It's really okay, Ragatha. I've been on our tour a few times. I'll sit this one out. Oh, you sure? Well, okay. What do you say, Miu? She says, leaning towards me. A tour sounds great, Ragatha. Actually, I like to keep talking with Pomni. Can you two jump off my back? I just sat down. Wow, rude. How can you say that to those two? Actually, I like to keep talking with Pomni. Oh, cool. She didn't expect that. Pomni gives me a small smile. Right, sure thing. I'll leave you to do it then. Ragatha seems to take it all in a stride. It's kind of cool to have someone else new to talk to. Really? Yeah, I mean, everyone here treats all the weirdness of the school like it's just business as usual. Now I get to see how you react to all the weirdness for the first time. It gets weirder than this. I was just settling into my desk and getting used to this place when something burst into the room! Principal Kane, how exciting to have you in our class today! The new figure turned to address us. At his side was a bubble with razor-sharp teeth. I don't think I'll ever get used to this school. And the bubble was so kawaii. Look at the blush. Ooh, cute bubble. Kinger, class, how do you do? Principal Kane extends a hand, gesturing to all of us, before freezing in place. With a sound like porcelain graining against porcelain, his teeth slam shut. His eyes slowly extrude from his teeth, like they're not solid objects. Miu, wasn't expecting you here! Mounting enthusiasm softens his voice as he points his cane at me. Maybe you'll be the secret ingredient to make the school interesting. He pauses a moment, rubbing the base of his chin in contemplation for a moment. Is there a reason you're here, Kane? Sybil speaks to him like they're addressing an annoying insect instead of the principal of the school. Kane perks up. That's right! The reason I'm here to make sure we all have an enriching academy experience. One filled with fun, danger, adventure. He begins to list more and more descriptors, increasing his breakneck speed until I can't even tell what he's saying. And most of all, interesting to our studio audience. He turns towards the window and stares out of it for a moment. Is he addressing someone? There doesn't seem to be anyone outside. However, the numbers are in. Students, and it turns out school dramas are just white noise. Normally this is the time I tell you what that means, the end of the school life as we know it. Kane bites on his hands in mock horror at the glass, and Kinger play along, gasping at his revelation. Ganger looks really ready to burst into tears. However, my sweet-tooth students, your benevolent principal has found a way to bring public interest back to the school in a major way. At this point, the sharp-toothed bubble next to him pipes up. How are you bringing interest back to the school, Mr. President? Kane shoots the bubble a confused look, but hits his stride a moment later. You see, my little Tomer Emeralds, what's one thing no academy around here has ever had? A cast of colorful characters. A competent principal. Adequate funding? Kane shakes his head. Wrong, and surprisingly right, but also not relevant to what I'm talking about. No school around here has had a culture festival celebrating the unique talents of its students. So I, being your benevolent principal, have decided to put your class in charge of throwing the best culture festival this side of the Pacific Ocean. Make it flashy, we gotta keep the interest of our investors after all. Agats, I'm almost late for my deep tissue massage. Alright, Kinger, I'll leave you to the list of everyone's responsibilities. You all have 5 days. Break a leg or two. As abruptly as he appeared, Kane darts out of the room, disappearing from view as he heads to the appointment. A deep tissue massage, Sounds good. Alright, class. Let's see what roles Kane assigned to each of you for the culture festival. Kinger lifts a paper from his desk and begins to read aloud. Ragatha, as the class representative, I trust you to organize the other students and make sure the festival proceeds with no issues. You can count on me! Sobel and Ganga, you two will work on art to promote the festival. We have a pretty big school here, so we'll need plenty of posters and some art to display during the festival. I don't know. I still don't have anything I'm comfortable showing anyone else. Pomni and Trax, look up what a culture festival is. Shouldn't we do that before we start making posters? No, I like his idea. Plus, we get to see what Gangle comes up with for her posters. If it's anything like what she comes up with when she draws Ragatha. Jax! Gangle interrupts Jax before he can even finish his thought, pleading with him to stay quiet. The class erupts into a chaos as Subal and Gangle argue with Jax. Pomni tries to find out what a culture festival is, and Ragatha tries to salvage what remains of class and get her classmates to pay attention. For his part, Mr. Kinger seems content to let the students bicker amongst themselves. Maybe he didn't have the rest of the lesson planned and is just waiting out for the lunch bell. As if I had summoned it by thinking of it, the lunch bell sounds. Everyone drops their arguments and files out of the classroom. Time to find out what I'm doing for lunch. Yeah! Hi, Crumb! Happy Sunday! How you doing? After my chaotic first half of the day, I had worked up quite the appetite. The cafeteria was bustling with unfamiliar faces. Around me there was a selection of places to buy lunch, but none of them stood out from one another. I picked up something to eat at the nearest food place and set about deciding where to sit down. Still, as I scanned the bustling lunchroom, I don't recognize anyone from class. I could check the library. Maybe Pomni or Jax is there trying to find out what the culture festival is. Yeah, we should do that because we want to rizz up Pomni. I walk into the library with my tray in hand. I peer through the rows of dusty, cluttered shelves, and I see Jax and Pomni by the tables in the middle of the library. Even from here, I can tell Jax is up to trouble. He's tapping his foot impatiently and pacing back and forth. I can barely make out Pomni, craning her neck to peer up into the tall bunny's yellow eyes. As I gingerly maneuver between the shelves, trying to avoid spilling the creamed corn casserole I brought from the cafeteria, I can make out some words. Going to, with Kinger asked us to. I can't hear Jack's response, but I don't have to, as he mimics Pomni's mannerisms, tilting his head from side to side. As I get closer, I can hear her trying to reason with the stubborn rabbit. We should at least try to do something that he said. I don't want to be the only one who didn't do anything to help. Against my better judgment, I creep closer, nearly tripping over a step stool. I manage to creep into earshot. Why? This whole thing is pointless, and no one will even notice if we bail. Trust me. Jax crosses his arms, leaning back and letting out an annoyed sigh. As he leans back, he catches sight of me. Oop. Hey, new kid! He calls out to me. What do you think? We should ditch this damn culture fair thing, right? Their name is Mio, Jax. Second off, they were in class with the rest of us. I bet they want to stay on Kane's good side as much as the rest of us. I bet they'd rather do something fun, like pulling an epic prank. Pomni gives me a meaningful look. Jax shoots me a mischievous grin. I feel like I should choose my response carefully here. Ooh. Ah, Pomni's right. We all have to play our part in the culture fair. So the culture fair is a success. Also, I need to max my opportunities to talk with her to raise her up. So yeah. Thank you, Mio. Yeah, of course, always, always. She trails off, giving me a nervous but genuine smile. Jack scowls for a moment, but recovers quickly. Whatever, see you losers later. You know, I still have a lot of gum to chew. Maybe I'll find a book about culture festivals and stick all the pages together. That was creative. Tex gives a mysterious grin before strolling out of the library. I hope he wasn't serious. Ignore him. He probably isn't going to do that. There's an awkward pause as neither of us seems to know what to say before Pomni breaks it for us. So, it looks like it's up to us, the new kids, to find out what the culture fair is about. I nod. How hard could it be to find a book about a culture festival? We proceed into the depths of the library. I pretty much forget about lunch as we search the shelves. Each book is so caked with dust, it feels like the library is a forgotten archive. Ooh. Kane should have better cleaned that one. The more we scour the shelves, the more we realize how daunting of a task this actually would be. These don't seem to be organized by genre. She looks over at me. Yeah, and they don't seem to be in alphabetical order either. What's on your shelf? Pomni lifts up a book with a happy puppy on the front, the title reading Spots Day Out. This was between a book of a dessert recipe and a calculus textbook. So it's really just random. Oh god, this could take all day! Pomni seems to deflate as the prospect. I want to see Pomni deflate, like literally. Hey, there's two of us. That's double the search power. We'll take it one shelf at a time. We got this. I do my best to reassure her. She looks at me a bit skeptical before nodding. You're right. We can do this. Yeah, let's go. Just gotta motivate yourself. Stay motivated. Stay motivated. Oh, I recently saw a funny video of like a motivation. There was like a motivation video, but it was almost like a meme. But it wasn't intentionally a meme. A meme. It was like a Japanese motivational video. And I don't know. There's something incredibly funny about like Japanese people yelling in a motivational manner. I don't know. but after it, I felt motivated. So you have to motivate yourself, okay? And if you cannot, then just find someone on the internet who does. Eventually, we split to different parts of the library, trying to maximize our progress. Little help? Pomni seems to have found a book she wants, but she's too short to get it. I'm coming, Pomni! I stride between the bookshelves coming up to her side. She points at a book on a higher shelf. I reach for it, but no luck. It's a bit too high for me as well. Did you want me to lift you, or... Pomni goes flash at the idea. Oh no, that's okay. It's alright, I promise. I'm stronger than I look. I won't drop you. I flex my bicep jokingly. Flashing a big grin at the Chester girl. Pomni chucks an awkward laugh. It's not that, it's just... I just prefer if you didn't. She smiles at me timidly as she clutches her arm. It seems Pomni doesn't want to be touched. I realized I was pushing a boundary and suddenly backtrack, not meaning to make her uncomfortable. Okay, no worries, no worries. There has to be a step stool around here or something. I remember tripping on a step stool by some shelves when I entered the library. Oh, here! I dip out quickly to grab the step stool and return with it. Ta-da! I set the step stool on the ground for her. She climbs to the top step. However, still has to reach a bit. She plucks the book off the shelf. Got it! Hey, you're pretty reliable, Mio. Yeah, that's just how I am. Just happy to help a friend. Don't get used. We're nice. We're nice to her. Pomni blinks at me. Friend? I suddenly feel my stomach sink. I didn't say that too soon, did I? Pomni gives me a bright smile. You're sweet, Mio. Ha, thank you. We search well beyond the bell signaling lunch until the bell that signals the classes are over for the day. Time seemed to fly by with Pomni. Ah, well, guess it's time to grab my things. I walk to my locker, entering the combination as I put my books away and get ready to head out for the day. My mind drifts to the day's events. I wonder if someone will ask me to walk back with them. As I gather my things, a familiar Chester walks up to me. Hey, Miu, about to head back? That's right. If you want someone to walk back with, I'm free. She offers me with a shy smile. Sure, sounds good. Great. She pauses to redo her response. I mean, that's cool, I guess. She's trying to hide it, but I think she had more fun than she expected. I did too. So I'm happy for her company on the way back. Oh, I wonder if we're now going to try to wait for our parents again. So, Miu, how was your first day at school? It was pretty crazy, you know, as far as a first day can go. Time to get home and get some shut-eye. Pomni gives me a confused look. Home? Yeah, you know, home with my parents. To relax? Right. She gives me a concerned look. What? Is there something wrong with going home? Miu, I don't know how to tell you this. So, she begins to fidget with her hands. Is she about to confess to me? On the first freaking day! That would be such insane risk. Let me ask you this. Where do you think you live? What kind of question is that? I live in... I chill off, my mouth going dry, my thoughts racing. Where do I live? What's happening? Am I going insane? My mind reels as it tries to process information and can only fill in blanks. The faces and names of my parents, what my house looks like, how I go to school. I feel a trickle of blood running from my nose as I strain my mind for something, anything, that defines my life outside of the school. Then I look over at the girl I've spent the day with. Pomni is looking up at me, a kind expression on her face. I thought so. When people come to the school, they forget everything about the outside world. I even forgot my name before I came here. She offers me a comforting smile. The warmth of her smile anchors me in the moment, pulling me back from my fractured thoughts as my thoughts continue to return to the current moment. Yeah, that's it. So, what do? Do we just go back inside and sleep at our desk? Pomni chuckles. Sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. You just sounded so shocked when you asked me that. Kane actually provided us with some dorms to stay at during the night. Dorms? Pomni rubs the back of her neck as she gives me an apologetic smile. Yeah, I know. But it was nice of Kane to set up a place for us to stay in. I'm not still processing everything. Pomni starts walking ahead towards a building nearby. Come on, let's go find your room. Yeah, let's go. The dorm building is completely unremarkable, but maybe that's a good thing. We stride past door after door until we come to one at the end of the second floor. Each door is decorated according to the personality of the person staying inside. For instance, Gangel's door looks like a traditional Japanese-style door, and Pomni's door is half red and half blue, mimicking the vibrant shades she normally wears around school. And the color of her eyes. Yummy. My door is a plain oak door with the name Miu embossed in the brass nameplate. Guess this is your room. She smiles nervously. I nod. Are you going to be okay? I hesitate a moment before nodding again. I open the door, which is unlocked. My room is pretty generic. A green mattress sits on a wood bed frame, a duvet with the school's emblem is on top of the mattress, as well as a pair of plain white pillows. A desk with a set of pens and pencils has also been placed in the room, along with an old desk chair and a desktop that looks like it belongs in the 80s. Yeah, for real though. But those are so cool. I mean, they're so retro. Pomni steps in with me. This is a lot to take in. Yeah. She wraps the bag of her neck. Well, I'm just down on the first floor if you need me. Look for the blue and red door. She offers a nervous giggle. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm spacing out. It's just a lot to take in, I know. She offers me a sympathetic smile. But honestly, once you get used to it, it can be sort of nice. And you don't have to worry about being late for school. I can't blame her for trying to find the optimism in a situation like that. And I mean, she's been dealing with it for months, years already, so it's logical. Especially when it feels like we don't have any way to resist the will of Principal Kane. He's just like a dictator. Who is Kane? What is Kane? And why can't anyone remember the lines before he came to the school? Who is Kane? What is Kane? Why is Kane? And where is Kane? I collapse on my bed. The world spins as I stare up at the fluorescent light that illuminates my room. I hope to get the answers to my questions sometime soon. My thoughts also drift to Pomni. The time we spent together today. Her walking me to the dorms and explaining everything to me. I'm lucky to have someone like Pomni around. Yeah, we really are. That is the one thing I'm sure of. And then we go to... It doesn't take long for me to drift to sleep. Doesn't feel like I was sleeping long when the lights in my room flash on as if overridden by some remote console. The room to my dorm springs open as confetti sprays from the fire sprinklers. Doesn't that violate some sort of building safety code? Hello, my darling toy box characters! Principal Kane announces from what sounds like out the hallway. Oh well, time to investigate. Kane, what the f... are you trying to pull this late at night? Haha, super. His laugh is fast, forced, and manic, as if he's trying to use... as if he's used to this treatment, but none too pleased by it. You're lucky I even let you get sleep! This he blurts out in a harsh monotone before recovering his cheery demeanor. I'm here because even with the Culture Festival pulling in new viewers, we're still not hitting the numbers that the Academy needs us to. Which is why I've secured as a sponsorship. He stretches out the last word, using some sort of effect to apply an ethereal reverb to his words. Without further ado, oh my god. Without further ado, I introduce you all to... A drum roll plays from somewhere in the background. Ragatha looks a little more awake, but the rest of us are still trying to shake off sleep to understand what exactly Principal Kane is talking about. The Wacky Watch! You see, the vendors for Wacky Watch have been having trouble finding a good audience for their product. But now we have the perfect setting, teen drama! But we're adults, I'm actually... Now, Gango, I know this is a lot to take in, which is why I've already taken the liberty of affixing a Wacky Watch to each of your wrists. Each of us glanced down. To my shock, the watch is already on my wrist. How did it get there? What in the... And don't try removing them either. They've been affixed to your wrists with a very special adhesive. And if you try to remove them, let's just say they'll be taking a little piece of you with them. I can hear Gango beginning to whine as panic sets in. Pomni tugs at her Wacky Watch, but no matter how hard she tugs, the wristwatch stays affixed, her glove stretching like a rubber band as she pulls at the watch. Ragatha just looks down with a resigned sigh. Kane, I can't remove the arm of the Wacky Watch. What the... Principal Kane ignores our complaints as he continues his monologue. You see, my turtle doves, in order to secure the funding, we need to make it to day 5. And the culture fair, I need you wearing the watch... and the culture fair, I need you wearing the Wacky Watches at all times! Luckily, I secured a deal where I won't need all of you to do and reads. But it is of paramount importance that none of you insult or try to disable your wacky watches. Good luck with school life. Can't wait to see what my God! Can't wait to see what you do in the culture fair. Bye! I think the music is disturbing me. He stretches out the last syllable as his body folds in on itself an infinite number of times, disappearing from sight. Well, I know it isn't ideal, but at least we can all talk to each other now. Shouldn't make communicating about the culture fair easier. With the sound of breaking glass, Gangle's comedy mask shatters and falls from her face. Tears well up in her eyes. I don't want a wacky watch. With the sound of breaking... No, wait, that... Seeing the situation unfold before her, Pomni pipes up. Well, I think it could be useful, and look, Gangle, there's even a picture chat function where you can send people things you draw. Pomni goes over to Gangle, lifting her wrist and pointing out the picture chat feature. That is kind of nice. Yeah, that's the right spirit, Pomni. Now let's all get some sleep before we start classes again tomorrow. Everyone's door closes. I hear a muffled shout from Jack's room. What the heck? Why is there a watch stuck to my arm? I decide to hide in my room before Jax looks for someone to take out his frustration on. Oh God. I flick my dorm lights off as I close my door. I check my wacky watch. I got a text from... I love that even in the wacky watch system, she cannot change her name to Pomni. Hey Mew, I just wanted to send this text cause I know you're new here. I'm sorry about Kane, he's really weird. Everything here is really weird. Before she fires off the next text, she fixes her name in the texting app. Pomni! Oops, guess Kane forgot to update my name here too. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for sticking with me today. And for helping me out in the library. I know this place is weird, but maybe if us new kids stick together, we can still have a good time. Yeah, honestly, sometimes I feel like you're the only one who gets me. We didn't even talk to anyone else. Bro. Maybe because we're both the new kids. But I appreciate you hanging out with me today. I'm still getting used to things though. Well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you keep sticking together, maybe you can feel like a member of the class too. Yeah, I liked it too. Good night, study partner. Good night, Pomni. I wanted to write good night. My room may be empty, but I don't feel as alone anymore thanks to Pomni's texts. I'm really lucky to have a friend like Pomni. Even if we didn't make any headway on finding out what the culture fair is, I'm excited to spend tomorrow at the library with her. Ooh, that's cool. Last time we spent the day blowing up the meat grinder machine at the cafeteria. Wow. I wonder if it's still gonna blow up this time. My excitement for tomorrow keeps me warm and helps me drift off into a peaceful slumber as my mind wanders to what tomorrow might hold. Day 1 complete! We're starting day 2 now. Progress! Wow, this took 40 minutes. Insane! I'm super slow! I yawn as I awake in my room. The clock on my wacky watch says it's morning, but the only way I can tell is from the sliver? What kind of word is that? It looks like silver! Sliver of sunlight peeking from under my door. I slide my school-issued pajamas off and look in the closet. A series of perfectly pressed school uniforms are there with a little tack on the sleeves of the nearest one. Principal Kane written on it. Take a closer look. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's so cute! Look at Kane! Looks like Kane left me a note. Hi Mio, this is Principal Kane. As part of your stay at our lovely academy, you have been provided a set of uniforms free of charge. The price of your dorm is also included in your tuition payment. I see you've taken a shine to our school's resident Chester. Well, you're both new to the school, so that's no surprise. I hope you and Pomni can unravel the secrets of the culture fair before it's too late. Make the most of your time. Yeah. We gotta hurry. As I pull my uniform over my wacky watch, I glance down at it. I have a text from Pomni. Running a little late, but do you want to go to school together? Sorry, just finishing getting ready for the day. Yeah, I bet it takes a while to put on all that grease paint every morning. Grease paint? What? Why are we so rude? Huh? She stands there a moment. Oh, no, actually, this is just how I look. I stand there for a second, just taking in how awkward I made things. So sorry. Pomni flashes me a grin. Nah, it's okay. I didn't even believe I looked like this the first time I came here. She heaves a tired sigh. At least you look relatively normal. Relatively? Well, I'm a witch. Considering what I just said to her, I let it slide. We step out into the cool autumn morning. I shiver. Can't Kane give us anything warmer to wear? He asked, but he said that since that wasn't part of the suggestions for the school, he couldn't do anything about it. Most of us started in the summer, so things were really nice then, but I'm really dreading walking around during winter in this. Tucks at her sailor uniform. Can't help but agree. At least we spend most of our time inside the school, so you really only notice it when you're heading to or leaving the dorms. Yeah, that is nice. I hope we don't have any outdoor PE classes. Just as I say that, we make our way inside the school. We don't even have any classes aside from Kinger's class, which is also our homeroom. I've never heard of a school curriculum like that. Is this place accredited? How am I going to explain that my entire school career was spent studying English in a boarding school? Oh well, there's always jobs for Japanese to English translators. Maybe that's my fate now. Before I know it, we're at homeroom. Thanks for walking with me. Pomni beams at me. Sometimes I walk to school with Ragatha, but with her studies as RA and class representative, she doesn't always have time to wait until I wake up. Anytime, maybe we can do this tomorrow. I like that, Miyu. I make my way to the desk I chose, right between Ragatha and Pomni. Class goes on normally, Mr. Kinger goes over sentence structures. Suddenly, Principal Kane's voice booms over the intercom. Pomni, to the principal's office immediately. Please. Okay, cute. He's so polite. I look over at Pomni, who seems just as confused as me. She motions a small shrug. You're in trouble. That sounded important, Pomni. You should probably go. Pomni gives me one more look before getting up from her seat and exiting the classroom. I guess I'll meet up with her at lunch. I head into the library, hoping to keep my promise and help Pomni figure out what a culture fair actually could be about. When I enter, I don't immediately see my Chester friend. I figured after meeting with Principal Kane, she would meet me here. Maybe she got a head start and is already searching the shelves. I walk all around the library, scanning section after section. Oh my god, I'm gonna laugh so hard if she's now running in here, covered in mystery meat. Alas, no Pomni. Where's the Pomni? Where's the Pomni? There's no Pomni. I send her a message on my wacky watch and wait. And wait. And wait. And wait. But don't get any response. Maybe she's still in the meeting with Principal Kane? It's been an hour since she went though. After a while, I leave the library and look around. Still nothing. Eventually, I see Subel and Gangle out of the corner of my eye, hauling some paint buckets into the art classroom and approach them. Hey, you guys wouldn't happen to know where Pomni is, right? Pomni? Silver shrugs. I haven't seen her. Wasn't she in the library yesterday around this time? Yeah, I was with her yesterday. You know, to help with the research and all. Sorry, Mew. Can go fiddles with her ribbons. Well, it is lunchtime. Maybe she's in the cafeteria? Yeah, I'll check there. Thanks again. I head over to the cafeteria, looking for her distinct blue and red hat. No dice, but I do spot someone of the purple variety. Oh god. Hey, new kid, what you looking for? I'm looking for Pomni. Have you seen her? Jack stifles a laugh. That didn't take long. Pom-Pom did you already? Pom-Pom? She didn't ditch me. I'm sure it's a misunderstanding. Jack shrugs. I haven't seen her. I was going to Kane's office. Maybe she's still meeting with him? Nope. I was just at Kane's office. She wasn't there. Oh. But she totally didn't ditch you though, right? I glare at him and his sarcastic remarks. Later, newbie. He strolls off. Maybe she went back to homeroom? I admit I'm running out of ideas. I decide to check our homeroom again. On my way back, I hear Pomni's voice from one of the doors in the hallway. Ow! I open the door to what looks like a school nurse's office. Pomni is sitting on the medical bed, her ankle wrapped up in a bandage. Pomni! There you are! Mew! I'm so sorry, I couldn't meet you in the library. Pomni, oh my god, what happened? Are you okay? Oh yeah, don't worry about me. I just twisted my ankle. Nurse Ming got me all patched up. Oh Ming! Some nurse now. Well, at least that's good to hear. I'm glad she could treat you. I thought Ming is a he. Oh, I'm not chatting. Oh, there she is. From behind a curtain, a blue bald-signed mannequin with large googly eyes and a nurse cap appears. You shouldn't assume I'm a woman just because I'm a nurse. Men can be nurses too. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I just did it. Ah! Now we both look foolish. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Just know those assumptions can really be damaging to my reputation. It's fine. Just know those assumptions can be really damaging to my reputation. Alright, I'll be more careful next time, don't worry, Ming. Seems like a sore spot. Nurse Ming turns to Pomni. Anyway, Pomni, if you're feeling better, you're good to go. Make sure to see make sure you see Kane before you leave for the day to finish treatment though. Pomni gives a nod to Nurse Ming. I offered my hand to help Pomni off the medical bed. She takes it and hops off, limping a bit on her way out. I hold onto her, supporting her as she leans on me. I figure she'll tell me if she wants me to stop, but that moment never comes. Riz. Pomni, I know you said you just twisted your ankle, but just how did you twist your ankle? And what happened with Principal Kane? Kane was asking me what I'd learned about culture festivals so far and what the progress was. He was really grilling me for answers. So after I told him I haven't made any progress, I decided to go to the library and search a bit, you know? Get a head start. And then I wanted to get a book on a high shelf, but I couldn't find that stepladder. So I may have tried to climb the bookshelf. What? And I maybe fell and rolled my ankle on the landing? She gives me a nervous smile. Jeez, Pomni! You really could have hurt yourself. I know I must sound like your mother right now, but I can't believe my ears. I know. I should have been more careful. In my defense, it's not like we can actually die or anything. Huh? Yeah, it's another weird thing about the school. She looks up at me with a deadpan expression. Oh, I know that feeling though. I was also once, I wanted a book higher up, but I couldn't get it, and then I was so tempted to just climb the bookshelf, but I didn't dare to do it because I was so scared that it would fall over, even though it looked really heavy, and I don't think it would have fallen. but I was so scared that it would fall over and then onto me and then I would be dead or something. So I didn't end up climbing it, but still. It's so tempting to climb a bookshelf. I want to do that someday. We can die. But you can still feel pain, right? Well, yeah, I guess. Sorry, I don't want to harp on it. I'm glad you're okay. But next time, can you just wait for me to help you or something? She looks away, seemingly fighting her pride. Yeah, I guess so. I laugh. What's so funny? Oh my god, what happened? Oh my god. Sorry, I don't know what just happened. I think my cursor just went crazy. Okay, yeah, we cannot die. Okay, there we go. I guess this is kind of surprising. I didn't expect this from you. Pomni puffs out her cheeks. The effect is more cute than intimidating. Listen, I'm not a kid. I can take care of myself. I look at her as she leans on me for support. Clearly, I can't help but stifle a grin. She sees what I'm insinuating and laughs along with me. Okay, I'll try not to make a habit of this. Let's just find Kane so he can fix me up. I pause a moment. Didn't Nurse Ming fix you up? Kinda, but it's really only because Kane can sometimes be really difficult to find during the day. When we find Kane, he can just snap his fingers and it'll be like I never got hurt at all. Can Principal Kane really do that? I decide to ask for her more direct question. Hey, Pomni. Yes? Is Kane God? What? She looks at me like I just grew a horn out of my head. Guess you're not getting that unicorn horn after all, Pomni, because I have it. No, definitely not. She's quiet for a moment. Well, I guess kind of. But not in the way you'd usually think of a god. He just kind of has all the power and can control basically everything and every aspect of our lives. Which is why we do our best to appease him so it makes our life easier. So, basically, yeah. Another awkward silence falls. I wonder why God would want to be principal of an academy. Pomni laughs. Hey, Miu, do you want to walk to the dorms together again today? I do owe you for ghosting you in the library today. Yeah, I'd like that, Pomni. Soon enough, the bell to dismiss us rings, and I meet up with Pomni at the entrance. The chill air hits us both. I clutch myself and shiver as the autumn air rushes past me. Jeez! How are these still cherry blossoms on those trees when it's so cold outside? Yeah, I've been wondering that myself since I got here. My theory is Kane doesn't understand how seasons work. So we have cherry blossom trees that never lose their flowers. I shake my head. The school is so weird. You're telling me. We share a conspiratorial laugh. How long have you been going here? Didn't you say you were the newest student before me? Honestly, not that long. Maybe a few weeks. A few weeks? Wow, you're really on you. I never would have guessed. You seem really well adjusted. Oh, thank you. To be honest, I know it's only been a few weeks, but it really doesn't feel a lot longer than that. You should have seen me when I first got here. It was rough. Really? She seems like such a natural. Yeah. Slides a hand across her neck, wincing at her own memories. I think you're actually doing way better than me. You just sort of take everything in stride. She offers me a friendly smile. I wasn't able to just accept things how things are here. Accept how things are here. Her friendly smile is replaced by a nervous one. But this place wears you down, I guess. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that it wasn't easy for you at first. I tried to cheer the clown girl up, which seems a little backwards for some reason. If it makes you feel better, I'm glad you're here. Pomni pauses, her eyes growing large and inquisitive. as she looks up at me. I mean, you were the first person to show me the ropes. I guess you make all the weirdness and chaos feel normal. I feel like I can really talk to you. I'd say you're my first friend here. Pomni smiles, her natural chester blush taking on an even more intense warm pink hue. She fidgets with her hand. Thank you, I mean... She pauses. I also think you're cool. Oh, thank you. I have the wrist, I told you guys! She averts her gaze from me as she confesses this. No, I like the outfits back so much, it looks so cute! When we got to the dorms, I walked Pomni to her blue and red door. This is my step. She smiles nervously. Oh yeah. That felt like it went so fast. Thanks for walking with me again today. Pomni doesn't go inside just yet, her hands behind her back as she kicks playfully at the ground. Did you want to come in? If you're not doing anything else, that is. I didn't have any plans besides maybe doing the homework. Big, maybe. Yeah, let's hang out. Pomni smiles, unlocking her door and leading the way in, and I follow. Yeah, we see the first room. I don't think we ever saw Jax's room, but look at this. She has like the curtains that she has also in her digital room. And here's a little drawing of Pomni. I'm sure she didn't make it herself, but Gangle drew it for her. And then she has like her signature colors in her bed. And it looks so much more like customized than ours. With like this little desk here that we don't have with the lamp. We have like a trash can instead. Huh. Her room is similar to mine, however with some more personality. Her sheets are striped blue and red. She has a rug and a small... Oh yeah, a yellow rug, there you can see it. It's like sort of behind the text field. And a small accent table. For the most part though, it doesn't look too crazy or out of the ordinary. I know it isn't much. I just got my bearings a little bit ago. So I'm just making it my own, you know? No way, it's great! I mean, you saw what I'm working with. Pomni laughs. It wasn't that bad. So what do you usually do when school is out for the day? For fun, I mean. Pomni takes a seat on her bed and reflexively tucks her hair away, but the lack of ears makes that pretty fruitless as it just falls back into its original position. For a moment, I wonder if she has any hair under her chester hat or is completely bald. My theory is that Pomni is completely bald underneath. But the thought is gone as quick as it enters my mind. Oh well, she thinks. Sometimes me and Ragatha make dinner together in the lounge. Or I study, do homework, stuff like that. Sounds pretty normal. She gives me an odd smile. She looks so disturbed and in pure terror. Her eyes kind of shifting around like she wants to say something else. What? Well, I do like to do something else. I call it scavenging. Scavenging? Yeah, it's what it sounds like. There's only like 2 places to go here. It's the school or the dorms and everything inside. That's really it. Sometimes if you ask Kane, he can spawn new stuff for you. That's how a lot of us decorate and spice up our rooms. But sometimes when you look in the right places at the wrong times, you can find random stuff. Odd places? Wrong times? What are you talking about? Pomni looks around as if this was a very confidential information. Places we're not supposed to be, you know? For instance, if you go into the school after hours, after the clubs, when it's dark out, you can find weird junk sometimes. But look, Pomni reaches under her pillow before pulling out something small. That's how I scored this. She got a Game Boy! Everyone! Oh my god, Pomni is a gamer! But like, seriously? That's so cool. I want one too. I don't have one. A small handheld video game console sits in her palm. It looks old, vintage. It broke into the school after hours? A small handheld video game console sits in her palm. Yeah. Yeah! Isn't that like against rules? No. She pauses, uncertain. Well, probably, but Kane hasn't caught me yet. Don't tell anyone else either. It feels good to know Pomni would trust me with something like this. It definitely feels like we're getting closer. The first time I did it, I was just bored and decided why not. It was kind of spooky, but then I found this in the auditorium under a seat. It's got some games on it. Weird old ones, but Pomni hits a switch on the old game console. A chiptune single plays as it powers on. Title of a game, Super Jumpy Bros, comes on the screen. Oh my god, wasn't it the Super Mario name before they chose Super Mario? I think it was. I look at the small tester girl, bewildered. I'm learning a lot about her. I guess I wasn't sure what to expect from Pomni when I first started talking to her. Did you find anything else scavenging? Pomni's eyes brighten at the question. You want to see my collection? Oh yeah! She goes to her closet and rummaging through it before pulling out a box, clutching a clown doll under her free arm. Oh my god, it's Kaufmo! She just got Kaufmo! This is a Kaufmo doll I found in the vents. I don't know what a Kaufmo is, but I don't ask as she sets the clown doll down. I don't know what a Kaufmo is! Oh my god! Oh my god! I love that. Can't even tell it's not real. This is a Swiss army knife I found in the cafeteria vending machines. Ooh. A demon mask I found in the stairwell. She tosses each of these out of the closet as she announces them to me. Lastly, I found some beef jerky. Not as impressive, but I guess it's something. They're not all treasures, but it's pretty fun just to see what you might find. You're pretty into this. I chuckle at her enthusiasm. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of being back home. I used to do a little urban exploring in my free time, you know, back home. I'd even record it and post online. Not that anyone watched. Of course, the school isn't abandoned, and it's in much better shape than most buildings I used to explore. But something to stop the existential threat from settling in? She giggles nervously. I see. I've kind of always wanted to go scavenge with a partner. But there's no way Regatha would ever break into the school after hours, and I can't trust Jax to keep quiet about it. She looks up at me with her big pinwheel eyes. Maybe you'd want to tag along with me sometime? Sounds fun, let's do that! I don't know about, oh my god, why would we ditch her? No, of course. I want to do scavenging. Let's go! Breaking into the school in the middle of the night sounds risky, but there might be good loot. I also want a gaming console. But I'm really enjoying spending time with Pomni, and I like to keep spending with her. I guess it doesn't matter how. What? Really? Yeah, it sounds fun. Besides, my room is so empty, I'll take anything I can find at this point. Okay, what do you think about tomorrow, after school? She seems much more animated. Or at least more excited. I guess we all look animated at the school. Yeah, sounds good. I give her a thumbs up. Just seeing her happy is enough for me to also get excited about it as well. Just as we settle into a comfortable silence, something or rather someone interrupts us. Hello, my little salted caramels! What are we up to today? Kane's voice sends Pomni on a defensive, quickly stowing the box of treasures behind her under her pillow. Kane! Shouldn't you knock before bursting into our rooms? What if I was changing or something? Well, I don't think Mia would be here if you were getting changed. Kane suddenly gets very close to me, breathing down my neck. After all, that would go against our very strict PG rating. His eyes seem so big and dark pupils, infinite voids threatening to swallow my soul. Anyway, I'm just doing a quick routine inspection to make sure everything is in tip-top shape. How are you finding your dorm, Pomni? Pomni looks around a bit confused. It's good? Great! And what about you, Miu? Now seems a good time, as good a time as any to let Kane know my feelings about it. I think it's a bit plain. I just wish I had something to give it more personality, you know? Plain! That's not good! We must fix this immediately! With a snap of his finger, we are instantly in my dorm. Kane looks around, inspecting every corner. I know! He snaps his fingers again, and suddenly the room is covered in red, blue, and yellow polka dots, covering the walls, the floor, and every surface. What do you think? This has tons of personality. Tell me you love it. Oh, well, I'm glad to hear it, Mew. And would you look at the time? You need to get to bed. It's gonna be an early start tomorrow. Good night, Mew. Oh my god, they glow in the dark. With that, Kane poofs away into thin air. The light turning off with his departure. The polka dots glow brightly off the walls, ceilings, and floor. My wacky watch lights up with a message from Pomni. How's it going? He covered my room in glowing polka dots. Oh god. You have to be really specific with Kane, otherwise he'll just do weird stuff like that. I was hoping you'd get a mini fridge or something. Maybe next time. I want a mini fridge. Oh, wait a minute, but Pomni doesn't respond. I turn to go to sleep when I get one more message. Do you want to walk to school together tomorrow? Yeah, let's do it! I feel a warmth in my chest at the text. Pomni seems really cool and down to earth. I find myself thinking about her and her odd hobbies. She's cute! Despite the atrocious spots Kane filled my room with, I managed to fall asleep to these thoughts about the Chester girl. Day 2 complete! Let's go! Hi, Chummy, welcome! How you doing? Happy Sunday! Yo, what's up? I'm good. I'm trying to be quicker this time, or else my voice will give out again. I'd love glow-in-the-dark polka dots in my room. You can have them. I trade them with you. Wow, they are so ugly. Especially, like, why did he add yellow too? Blue and red would at least make sense, because, I mean, Pomni, you know? But I guess Pomni also has, like, yellow things. Yellow pom-poms on her Pomni hat. Oh my god, it looks so horrible. The person who made this artwork must have had such fun putting in those circles. Waking up the next day, I can't help but feel a bit of anxiety knowing I'll meet Pomni soon. I spent some extra time fixing up my hair and trying to look extra nice. I lock my door as I leave and make my way to Pomni's blue and red door, knocking twice when I get there. Hey Pomni, you ready to go? Silence. I decide to knock again a little harder, just in case she's still asleep. Pomni! Maybe she forgot about our arrangement and already left for school. It sounds out of character, but it could be possible. I turn to walk away, accepting defeat, when suddenly... Oh my god! It looks so cute! Wait! Why does he have like a jam toast? Pomni bursts out of her room, a piece of toast in her mouth, as she catches up to me. I overslept, she says between breaths. I'm sorry. She's panting heavily, as if she's had just run a marathon. Oh, don't worry about it, Pomni. Are you okay? Pomni shoots me a thumbs up before scarfing down the toast in her mouth. I have got to get my alarm clock fixed. I'm always running late because of that thing. And I'm kind of a heavy sleeper. Well, I'm glad you were able to get ready fast enough. I was looking forward to walking with you again today. Pomni looks away. Oh, thanks. Me too. Was looking forward to it as well. She smiles at me awkwardly. She really is adorable. Are you ready to find out what the culture festival is today? Pomni makes a sour face, sticking out her tongue. Blah! I swear I'm gonna see the library in my nightmares. I laugh. Well, besides our part, are you excited for the culture festival? I guess I'm excited for what everyone else is gonna do. And I hope Kane provides some decent food stands. That would be nice. I think I'd like to try some takoyaki. That's octopus, right? Yeah, that's not too adventurous for you, is it? I tease her. No way! I could definitely eat takoyaki. That's not adventurous at all. Maybe something like... She thinks for a moment. Gator? I interrupt her. Pomni's face blanches. I definitely couldn't eat gator. I laugh at her sudden change. Well, a gator wouldn't think twice before eating you. Guess we'll have to see if King provides any at the festival. Maybe we can see who will eat the most adventurous food stands. Is that a challenge? Yeah, I think it is. I smirk. Oh, you're so on. I wouldn't want to eat a gator either. That doesn't sound very tasty. Glad you are too, just trying to enjoy the last freedom of the weekend before the week begins. Ah, yeah. We really have to. We gotta make the most out of it. Until we walk in, we reach homeroom. We were so engrossed in our conversation, we didn't notice how late we were. Until we walk in mid-laughter. Oh, hi Miu and Pomni. You guys sure are early. I think you mean late, Kinger. The ragdoll offers us a smile. Hey guys, I think you probably just overslept. No worries, just try and be on time in the future, okay? Wow, looks like Miu's being a bad influence on our Pomni. Take the blame, let Pomni take the blame. No, let Pomni take the blame, otherwise they will really think we're a bad influence. Sorry, Kinger, it was my fault. I overslept this morning. I'll try to be more prompt in the future. We take our seats next to each other. I offer Pomni a smile, hoping she's not too embarrassed by the whole ordeal, but she offers me a smile back, reassuring me. I try to focus on the lesson for the rest of class, but I can't help my eyes from wandering to Pomni. She doesn't notice me, watching her as she takes notes. Her hair catches the light just right when she looks picturesque. If I had any talent for art, I'd paint her. Kinger's lesson is background noise, muffled. I barely hear the bell as it rings for lunch. Jax leans over between our desk, causing me to jump out of my reverie. Hey, Pom-Pom! Pom-Pom again. You wanna skip the library duty and help me pull a really funny prank? Is it gonna be another centipede in Ragatha's locker? No! That's where he blows up the mystery meat machine! I'm good, thanks. No, it's way funnier, trust me. Don't be lame. Come on, you kid, tell her. Jax, me, and Pomni are going to the library. We should go, Pomni. You don't want to be lame. Oh my god, no. We're trying to rizzing up Pomni. I think if we pick this, she won't go. But Jax and me are once again gonna go and blow up the mystery meat, and I don't want that to happen. So we're going to the library. Pomni gives me a grateful nod. You heard my study partner. Ugh, when did you become so uncool? Jax glares at me before shrugging it off and sauntering out the door. Sauntering. Not walking, sauntering. I'm good too, glad you're too. Ah, nice. Just trying to enjoy the last... wait. I sometimes scroll wrong in the chat. I'm not sure I could eat octopus. It's the only animal I have a moral objection to since they're so clever. I don't know. I mean, lots of animals are clever. Oh, I once ate octopus. It was pretty good actually, but I think it must be cooked right. If you cook it too long, it gets too rubbery and chewy. Hi, Brady on Twitch. Is it tasty? I'm not sure. It depends on how it's made, probably. It was a really long time ago, I have to admit too. But it wasn't gross or anything, so that's a good sign. Pomni and I head to the library, ready to attempt to find out any clue what a culture festival is. Maybe we'll find out why Kane wants to hold one while we're at it. Hey Miu, before we get started today, I figured we could maybe eat together. She fidgets with her fingers. You know, it might help us focus if we had some fuel in our tanks. She gives me a hopeful look. Sure. You wanna hit up the cafeteria then? Well, actually, a few words of gaze from me before continuing. I brought lunch today. She looks up at me. For both of us, how does she have the food for that? She produces something she's been hiding behind her back. A pair of small boxes wrapped up with a cutesy knot in light blue striped napkins. I'm stunned by her considerate gesture. I have to take a moment to collect my thoughts as my cheeks light up in a blush. Oh my god, imagine if she made it this morning and that's the reason for her to be late. Oh my god. I kind of messed up the first batch. She rushes, then slows down before continuing. I decided to try again and figured it'd be wasteful to just throw out the first batch. I interrupt her before she can spiral further. Thanks, Pomni. I can't wait to try it. I give her a reassuring smile. We take a seat in the tables in the center of the library. Pomni hands me my portion of lunch. This one is the better batch. My fingers brush against hers as I take the box from her and she blushes. I almost let myself linger there for a few moments. But we can't afford to lose any time getting through lunch and research. Yeah! I've only ever had squid. Oh, squid is nice too. I also had that once. But I don't have it regularly. Still, Pomni made a meal. For me! Yeah, hear that, guys? I'm flexing. For me, the one and only. I can't take my eyes off of her. She's so sweet. Oh. I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet, I forgot. I cannot eat anything for 24 hours. I'm on a diet. It's potato curry. Oh, I made curry a few days ago. It was Japanese curry. It was so good. Oh my god, it was the best curry ever. And it looked a lot better than that, by the way. She gives me a toothy smile. This looks like something that was never meant to be eaten. There's an off smell that no curry I've ever eaten has ever had. The color is a shade of purple that reminds me of bruised skin, and I can't determine what's supposed to be in this. To me, this looks more gray, actually. If she didn't tell me it was potato curry, I wouldn't even be able to puzzle potato has gone into this. This was the good batch? As Pomni opens her lunchbox, my question is answered. Show! A smell like dying fish wafts from her side. The curry is an indescribable color, and I can't even tell what is curry and what is a vegetable in her lunchbox. I think this food may violate the Geneva Convention. So, did you try it yet? She gives me a sweet smile. Not yet. Well, go on. Her eyes sparkle with excitement. I don't think we should take a bite. I think I'm gonna die now. Cute. My knuckles are white as I grasp my fork. Every instinct in my body is telling me to throw this out, but I shove my fork in. The curry flows over it like thick muck, and as I pull it up, the curry comes up like a sopping wet pie crust. I slowly bring it to my lips and slide it in. It reminds me of when I was bullied as a kid, and the bullies made me put a frog. Why? What? Why do we have so much trauma? Well, who did this, and who experiences such stuff? What the heck? Both in terms of texture and of taste. I try to make my throat muscles work as my mouth goes dry. The scent of the curry drifts up from my mouth into my nose, making my eyes water. Pomni watches me, her sadistic smile twisted by my perception, as if she were a torturer, and I, her unfortunate victim. I try to remind her myself that whatever she made, she didn't mean to make it, and it would make her really happy if I managed to choke this poison down. My gag reflex battles my desperate need to please Pomni, and I manage to overpower my instincts as I gulp down the slimy patty of curry. So, What do you think? So delicious. That was maybe the worst thing I've ever eaten. What should we say? What should we say now? We're trying to risk up Pomni, so we should probably say so delicious, but then we have to eat the rest, you know? We have to eat the rest. I don't want to eat that. Oh my god. Oh, so did I! Oh, someone in chat also made curry! Nice! Came out kind of good, I thought. Nice! Good job! All blended and mixed up into a lunchbox and the microwave is full of... Oh my god. Now what do we do here? Let's say so delicious and then we can maybe say that we... Wait, hold on, let's save that. Let's say it's the worst thing we ever ate. I want to know what happens. I tried to pass the insult off as a joke, but the second the words leave my mouth, I can see her face fall. She looks completely shattered as she takes the box from my hands. Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't know what I thought. It was ready for you to... I don't know why I thought it was ready for you to try. She giggles nervously, but as she turns away, I can see tears beginning to break the edges of her eyes. Oh my god, no! We picked the wrong choice. Way to go, me. Maybe we should just start looking for culture fair books. I try to change the subject, so she can take her mind off of the food fiasco. Pomni just nods, her mood not improving at all. Sure, let's do that. She says with a sigh and still avoiding eye contact. Oh my god, I feel so bad! We continue to look for culture fair books, trying to sort through the labyrinth of bookshelves. I help Pomni search the shelves, but things feel different now. Every slight touch we make passing each other makes me feel tingly and anxious. When I catch her eyes, I look away, not wanting her to think I'm staring. So, Pomni, are you excited to do the thing tonight? I keep my voice low. It seems like she likes to keep her scavenging a secret. The thing? She looks at me for a moment before remembering. Oh, the thing! She catches my thrift and gives me a gentle smile. Can we meet at the school entrance around 9 tonight? I pause a moment, then realize I don't have any plans outside of spending time with her. You're the veteran here, I'll follow your lead. Well then, 9 it is! Okay, hold on. I want to try the other option. Ah, wait, first save. Save there. There. Okay. No. Back. Load, I want load, but here. Loading will lose unsafe progress, yeah. Let's go with so delicious. Oh my god, it's so scary. We just ate the worst stuff. Hi, Cappy Power. Your voice is so cute. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Happy Sunday to you. How are you doing? And welcome to the stream. We're just trying to date Pomni now. It's the 3rd day of the digital dating simulator. And today, she brought us a bento to school, but the curry was all gray and disgusting. And but we have to try to be nice to her because we want to raise her up. So we're gonna say now, oh, so delicious, Pomni. Pomni's eyes sparkle at my compliment of her cooking skills. It took me a while to get this right. I nearly spent all night on it. Usually when me and Ragatha make dinner together, she does almost all of the cooking, so I wanted to test what I learned. She smiles innocently. I'm so glad you liked it. Maybe I should bring you lunch every day. No! The words are out of my mouth before I can stop them. What? Shoot, gotta try to salvage this. This is, it's just so good. If I keep eating this, I won't be able to go back to the cafeteria food. Pomni gives me a confused look, but smiles at the compliment anyways. Crisis averted. Oh my god, good job, everybody. Let's pat our shoulders. I'm glad she likes me enough to make me lunch. The thought of her working so hard for me fills my stomach with butterflies. But the idea of trying to swallow even another bite of this curry fills my stomach with a less generous feeling. I might have to see Nurse Ming after this. We continue to look for culture fair books, trying to sort through the labyrinth of bookshelves. Okay, now we're back to it. Oh my god. Oh no, she tried so hard. Yeah, poor Pomni. Wait, it's Pomni, Funny Bunny Power. Yeah, we have Funny Bunny forever. I shipped them so much. I wish there was like more lore around it. Actually, I think they will milk the ship more. I'm sure Glitch will milk this more. They will probably make more shorts. With Funny Bunny. But sadly, you cannot see Funny Bunny date here. You have to be the protagonist. I already dated Jax though. If you want to see that, then you can see the VOD on YouTube. Yeah. Every slight touch we make, passing each other, makes me feel tingly and anxious. When I catch her eyes, I look away, not wanting her to think I'm staring. So, Pomni, are you excited to do the thing tonight? We're gonna scavenge into the school and try to find new cool things. Preferably gaming consoles. The thing? She looks at me for a moment before remembering. Oh, the thing! She catches my drift and gives me a gentle smile. Can we meet at the school entrance around 9 tonight? I pause a moment, then realize I don't have any plans outside of spending time with her. You're the veteran here. I'll follow your lead. Well then, none it is! You can repay my generous invitation by bringing enough snacks for both of us. We have a lot of area to search. What do you think we'll find? Search me! She shrugs, then grins at the palm. How about this? If you could choose something, what would you want to find? She pauses a moment to think. Good question. Maybe a camera could be fun. Like those old-timey ones. A Polaroid. Yeah! Maybe we could get some photos of our friends. And if it's a Polaroid camera, you could hang them up in your room. Yeah, then I can maybe cover up the horrendous-looking polka dots that are in my room currently. That Kane just spawned. The idea sounds appealing. You think everyone would pose for a picture? I don't think they would fight me on it. I get along with pretty much everyone here. When I first got here, I was pretty scared, and I really struggled to get along with everyone. They all seemed like weird caricatures. But after you get to know them, you realize we're all in the same situation. We're all stuck at this weird school, and everyone just has their own coping mechanisms. You just have to learn how to deal with their quirks. So you're saying Jax isn't actually a jerk? Pomni laughs, giving me a playful shove. I just feel like you don't seem particularly close to anyone. Not that you don't get along with everyone, I guess, but you know... I just hope you feel like there's someone you can lean on. And I hope that person is me. Still, I wonder if I gave away too much. I look away, and Pomni clutches her arm. Well, I mean, who knows? It might be early to tell, but I feel like I could really get close with at least one person here. She also averts her gaze. But we cannot do much, or else we're gonna go against Kane's strict PG rating. You could cut this tension in the air between us. Still, I do want to get closer to her, so maybe if I tell her how much I've been feeling, that would help. Pomni, Hey, look at this! She pulls a book out from the shelf. She turns to show me the cover. How to throw a culture fair. She jumps in excitement. We finally found a book about culture fairs. I can hardly contain my own excitement. Open it! Pomni lifts the cover of the book and skims a bit before she reads aloud. Alright, so, she takes a deep breath, licking her finger as she turns on the first page. Oh my god, that's so... I never did this. I never really understood how people, really thought this would help them. But I never did so. I saw people do it, though. Do any of you lick your fingers when you turn your pages? I never do that. But you cannot do that anyway if you're a witch, because old witch magic books, like magical spell books, they are all written with ink on parchment. And you cannot get them wet or else the ink will, move around. And then it will be blurry and you cannot read the spells anymore. So I have to be careful and cannot lick my fingers when turning pages. But that's okay, I think. Bro, have you seen the prices of Polaroids? Oh yeah, those are really expensive, aren't they? The camera is cheap. It's just a flash and a mirrored projector. But the lights you put in them, yeah. Just like with the printers. They also are in and often themselves pretty cheap, but it's the ink that's expensive. Cultural festivals in Japan are annual open day events held by most schools. From nursery schools to universities at which their students display their artistic achievements. Pomni and I blink at each other. So, mystery solved? What do we do next? I guess we tell Kane. The bell rings, signaling the start of afternoon classes. We can do that tomorrow though. Pomni smiles at me. We both pack our bags and get ready to head home for the day. You want to walk home together again today? But you'd never ask. I struggle to focus on the rest of my classes. My eyes watching the clock. Has the second hand always moved so slowly? By the time the bell to dismiss class rings, I'm already mostly out of my seat, knocking another student aside as I rush out to meet Pomni. I make a pit stop in my locker and see the familiar menacing grin and purple rabbit ears of one of my homeroom classmates. Well, somebody's in a rush. Get a hot date or something. His smug grin splits his rabbit face. Yeah, I'm going on a date with... Wait a second. I mean, I'm meeting up with Pomni. That was weird. As I try to push past Jack, he moves to continue blocking my path. Yeah, you and Pomni have been pretty much inseparable after you showed up. She seems to genuinely like you. It's actually pretty sweet. Thanks? Question mark. I bet she'd feel pretty betrayed if you didn't show up to that thing tonight, huh? What thing? Jax rolls his eyes, but instead of responding, he shoves me. Hey! I fall backwards into my locker, which conveniently for Jax slams shut behind me. It's Jax! I shout. I can hear my own voice reflected back at me. Metallic. Let me out! I peer through the slits in my locker. The walls seem to close in around me. Jax! All I can do is bang against the door, screaming my lungs out as I try to escape this hell. There's no way Jax knew I was claustrophobic when he pushed me into the locker. But right now, it's all I can do to stave off an incubant panic attack. Somebody, anybody! My own voice is sluggish in my ears as reality seems to stretch out before me. Then the world goes dark like a snuffed candle. But Pomni will surely come to rescue us because we asked to go back with her after school, right? So she surely will come looking for us. Hopefully. When the lights do eventually come back on, everything is still dark. I wave my hand in front of my face, registering no movement at all. The only way I know I'm awake is the dull ache in the back of my head and the heat of my breath in my locker. As I peer out of the slits of my locker, I see something, or someone, short, walking through the hallway. I bang the door. Pomni! Pomni, is that you? Me? Her voice is like an angelic chorus, piercing through the Stygian darkness of my locker interior. Pomni, I'm in the locker! I rock back and forth in my locker, slamming my body against the door to help her locate me. Okay, calm down. What's the combination? 69, 42, 57. With a click that feels heaven sent, the locker door opens. Before I can think, I fall forward, wrapping Pomni in my arms. Mew! How did Jax, he shoved me? Only now do I realize how tightly I'm holding Pomni. Embarrassed, I jump back, almost slamming myself backwards into my locker again. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It's fine, don't worry about it. She mercifully interrupts me before I can stumble over my words any further. My response comes out in a rush. Pomni, I'm so sorry. I was heading back and then the locker and I got stuck and I search for words, but find none. I'm sorry, you must think I'm a bad friend. Pomni rubs her arm. Well, I mean, I was pretty disappointed, but I thought I maybe said something weird or you just forgot about me. Her face falls a bit as she trails off and my heart begins to break. Oh, come on! She clearly sees that we were stuck in a locker, bro! I couldn't even forget you, Pomni. I couldn't ever forget you, Pomni. Never, ever. The spark returns to her eyes as she smiles up at me. I was just stuck in that stupid locker. I think I passed out there for a few hours. You passed out? Yeah, it's kinda embarrassing. I'm really claustrophobic and... Pomni cuts me off. It's okay, Miyu. I shouldn't have just assumed you forgot about me. I'm sorry you got stuck in your locker. Speaking of, what time even is it? Pomni looks down at her wacky watch. 9:45. True, we had that too. Why didn't we just write anybody? I guess I was out for a long time then. Do you still want to do some scavenging? Yeah, I'm feeling better now that you're here. So let's do some exploring. Cool. She hands me a flashlight and gives me a cautious smile. I brought a flashlight for you, so let's see if there's anything good tonight. Let's go scavenging! I'm pretty sure Big Mac, the Intergalactic Destroyer, is the only streamer I actually watch consistently at all. Oh, thank you! Thank you, thank you! That's very nice to hear. I like to hear that. Hi, Alyusa! Welcome! I'm sorry to everyone in the Twitch chat. I can see when you write it on the screen. But in my chat window that I have open, it doesn't show the Twitch messages. So I'm sorry if I oversee some of them. I'm trying to see all of them though. How are you doing? Happy Sunday! Yeah, but also thanks for acknowledging my real, one of my real titles, the Intergalactic Destroyer, which is officially, of course, registered with trademark and everything. It's one of my many aliases I go by. She starts down the nearest hallway, and I follow her closely. Just being next to her is really comforting. The shadows seem to loom from every corner around me. I'm glad for Pomni's company in more ways than one as we explore this spooky empty school. Where should we go first? Cafeteria, art, classroom, or homeroom? Let's go for homeroom. We go to the place we go every morning, our own homeroom. Everything is exactly as we left it at the end of the day. I'll check the lockers, you check the desk. I'm not, though it feels weird to rummage through the desks of my classmates. But I don't know how won't hurt them, I guess. I hope I don't find anything too embarrassing. Ooh, now it gets juicy. I start with the desk in the back corner by the window, where Subal usually sits. Nothing but a few pencils arranged in a neat row. As I take a closer look, I notice a fine coating of dust on them. Guess Subal doesn't bother to take notes during class. The next desk over is Gangle's. Unlike Subal's, the inside is more chaotic. There's even a handful of sketches that have been jammed inside. I take a look at it. A lot of these people have really familiar looking faces, but their proportions are just ridiculous. Is that Pomni with a... I shut the desk before I can see anything even more disturbing. No, I wanted to see what it was! Now I'm interested. I'm intrigued. Nothing out of the ordinary in the rabbit's desk. A set of used pencils and a notebook with a carrot on it. Part of me wants to get revenge and prank him, but I don't have anything on me to set up a prank, so I leave the desk as I found it all. Ragatha's desk is the only other one left. It's neat and organized. Pencils and erasers all tucked neatly away. There's a notebook, a student handbook, and a cute book with a paisley pattern on it and a small lock. Is this a diary? You're not gonna try to read Ragatha's diary, are you? I nearly leap out of my skin at the surprise. How did she sneak up on me like that? No, I would never. Pomni laughs. Kidding, just kidding. I know you wouldn't do something like that. Then she mutters under her breath. Besides, it's pretty boring anyways. So she read it! She's read Ragatha's diary? I checked inside to make sure it wasn't a disguised piece of loot. But it's just a lot of writing about ways Jax got on her nerves. He features pretty heavily in there. That's kind of weird. It really is kind of weird. Does Ragatha have a crush on Jax? Now it's a lot of venting, but she takes on a lot, being the RA and the class rep. So it's pretty easy for the small stuff to get under her skin. I think sometimes she's so worried about what everyone else thinks of her that she forgets to take care of herself. I mean, the last time I told her to be honest, she kind of blew up at Jax. And then me, when I told her she was being harsh. And she really wasn't... She really hasn't ever come out of her shell since. Before you and I hung out, I was probably closest to Ragatha. She just seemed so lonely. I even moved to the back of the class to sit next to her. She gets quiet. Nobody deserves to feel like they're alone or that nobody cares about them. She seems to think into herself for a moment. I put a hand on her shoulder and she gives me a tired smile. There's nothing here. Let's go. We still haven't checked your desk. I protest. I checked it already, she says, blushing furiously. I want to! If you say so, I grin. You're hiding your own diary in there. Pomni smirks back at me. Even if I was, I wouldn't tell you. He pauses a moment. Also, please don't tell Ragatha I read her diary. I make a sipping motion across my lips, fasten an imaginary lock, and pantomime throwing away the key. Pomni giggles. Alright, where to next? The cafeteria! Let's get some snackies! One time I broke into my high school. It wasn't cutesy like this. We got arrested for trespassing. Really? That's insane! Did you find some good loot at least? Pomni and I scope out the dark cafeteria. Long tables untouched. I sneak behind the counter to see if anything is hidden in the display case. But it's completely empty. What? I was hoping something would be in the display cases back here. I wanted some snacks. Pomni gives me an embarrassed smile. Mere things in the school are usually better hidden than that. I think a second. What about in the vending machines then? I cut my hands over the glass and peer inside, but it's just stale snacks and expired soda cans. There's some kind of Coca-Cola variant called Coke-Cane, but that's stocked during school hours. Oh my god! I want cocaine! Oh, cocaine! Oh, now I understood it! Oh my god! I didn't get the pun at first. Okay, but like, even without the pun, Coke from cane sounds cool. The cafeteria is so big. We've managed to pass a lot of time searching it without talking to each other. When Pomni speaks aloud again, I almost let out a gasp of surprise. Sometimes being in the dark like this reminds me of Kinger. Oh, how come? You know how Kinger can be. Pomni shrugs. Absent-minded, but I guess he's been here like that for a while. But in the dark, he's actually smart and coherent and a really nice person. I can't imagine Kinger being coherent, let alone lucid enough to be purposefully nice to somebody. It sounds weird, but when the lights are off, he's probably the most genuine person here. I shrug back. Guess everyone has their quirks, huh? Pomni gives me a smile and a nod. Next should be the library. It's pretty big. You think you're up to it? Yep! I give her an exaggerated thumbs up. Let's go. This isn't too different from looking for a culture festival book, except this time I'm looking for something actually interesting. I'm pretty familiar with the layout of the library at this point. Hey, bend over. What? If I get on your shoulders, I can check the upper shelves while you check the lower ones. What the heck? But wasn't she against touching? Oh, right. Don't know what I thought she meant by that. Still, I steel myself for the task ahead. Time to log in. Let's do this! Let's do this, everyone! I I kneel down so Pomni can hoist herself onto my shoulders. She's light, so keeping my balance isn't too difficult. Pomni's legs are warm on either side of my face. What kind of description is that? I'm thankful for the small mercy that is that she can't see my face as a blush rises to both my cheeks. This is such a departure from a couple days ago when she didn't want me to lift her. She must trust me much more now. I have to focus. Move as one, searching each shelf thoroughly. Nothing up here. You see anything down there? Nope. We move to the next shelf, but Pomni begins to teeter atop my shoulders, almost losing her balance. She grabs my hair to steady herself. Ow! Sorry! I hold her legs even tighter to steady her, which makes me blush even harder. I feel like there are heat lumps on either side of my face, and I can hear my own heartbeat. Careful, Pomni, it's not like Ming or Kane can fix you. I offer a weak laugh that barely sounds like a laugh, my heart still beating out of my chest. I'll be careful, Mio, she chuckles. I try to refocus myself as we move a few shelves over. Then I see it. Something small wedged between a pair of books. Pomni, I see something! I go for it, forgetting Pomni for a moment. Oh, wait! She can't steady herself in time. My reflexes take over. You look so scary! Why do we not have eyes? Oh my god. Things are gonna get saucy. Indeed they are. Oh my god. I managed to catch her in my arms. A panicked expression shifts to one of surprise at the cat. Our eyes meet as I hold her in my arms. Miu, I realize I've been holding her for maybe a little too long without saying anything. I can't hold back a furious blush as I meet her gaze. Don't worry, Pomni, I'll always be here to catch you. I guess you're pretty lucky to have me around. I told you to be careful. That would totally kill the risk. Which one should we pick? I guess you're pretty lucky to have me around. Don't worry, Pomni, I'll always be here to catch you. Oh my god, that's so cheesy. But let's keep the moment. Should we be cheesy or cool? But we should. That sounds like something Jax would say. I didn't realize you were so strong, Mew. I guess she's lucky to have you around her. Because I took a strength potion before, of course. Like, easy to be as strong as me then. Or maybe I just did a quick strength spell. Depends on the resources I had at hand. But we're not gonna pick that because it sounds too much like Jax. Let's pick that one. Pomni blushes as I let her down from my arms, returning her safely to the ground. Jeez, me, you're such a romantic. We're romantic! She thinks it's romantic! We're romantic! Oh my god, that was the right choice. Anyway, let's see what you got. I pried 2 books apart, pulling out something that caught the light when we were searching earlier. What is that? It looks like some sort of old compact MP3 player. No screen or anything, just a jack for headphones and option to play, pause, and next. No way! You think it has music on it? I guess it could. Do you have headphones for it? Pomni thinks for a moment before motioning for me to wait for a second. She disappears into the depths of the library before returning with a set of headphones. Snag these from the librarian's desk. Let's listen. It's a pair of wired earbuds. I take the right one, and she takes the left one, as we sit close to each other and the wired tether keeping us close to one another. I fidget with the music player and find the play button. As I hit the play button, a melody begins to crackle through the earphones. Imagine it's now heavy metal or something, totally killing the mood. Aha! So there is music on it. Yeah, wow. Whatever's playing right now sounds like some song from the 80s, definitely before my time. We passed some time together, just listening to the music on the compact MP3 player. You recognize this one? Pomni takes the music player from my hands. Nah, skip it. She hits next. The next song up sounds like some sort of slow piano song. The lyrics are about love and loss in some sort of hotel. The melody is nice. This one's pretty good. I wonder if this is a reference to some other song. I couldn't catch it. I don't know a love song about love and loss and hotels. Worth noting, Mew is still currently banned from all Olympic competitions for using performance enhancement. No, that's not that. I never used performance enhancements during the Olympics. That's a wrong rumor going around. That never actually happened. That never actually happened, guys. I never cheated during the Olympics. And neither did Gorwin the Goblin. He won all of the gold medals because of his fitness, of course. Gorwin the Goblin is a sought after athlete. He has won so many gold medals with totally honest competition. This one's pretty good. Yeah. Pomni closes her eyes and rests her head on my shoulder. My heart leaps out of my chest in excitement. Part of me wants to cuddle her or make a move, but discretion wins out, and I decide to just savor the closeness of the moment. Hey, Pomni! She's quiet for a moment, then responds. I sit for a moment, wrestling with my feelings, but the moment feels so right. I swallow. Has my mouth always been this dry? I like you. I like you. My God, not now. I like you. I hold my breath for a moment, waiting for anything. Rejection, laughter, or maybe even a returned confession. Instead, there's silence. Pomni's breaths are lighter, and I hear very light snoring. She fell asleep. I chuckle at my rotten luck, but let her nap on me for a while. Whoa, we are so cooked. Oh, sus, yeah, it is very sus. Man, it was so sus before. We even caught her. We caught her in our arms. We said some cheesy romantic line, and now this. Hi, Circus, how are you doing? Portions don't count, obviously. Yeah, of course. This is a kangaroo court. Portions aren't steroids. Show me the rules. Show me the... such discussions never happened with Gorwin the Goblin for sure. Yeah. All just rumors. When I wake up, it's still dark out, but the clock says it's a few hours past midnight. I pause the music, which was still playing softly in our ears, and slightly shake Pomni. Pomni, we should probably get back to our dorms. She offers a groan of protest, but I shake her a bit, and she nods, getting up and following me out of the library. When we get back to our dorms, the sun is already starting to rise. I try to hand her the music player, but she shakes her head and closes my fist over it. This was your find. Keep it. Besides, maybe I'd like to listen to it with you more sometimes. She offers me a playful smile, heading back to her dorm, before I can even think of a response. See you soon. She calls back at me, waving at me before she enters her own dorm. I'm in a day. Oh my God, I was so shocked again. This is so horrible. For everyone new here, Kane did this. Kane put these weird glowing polka dots on our walls, and it looks like a drug trip. I'm in a daze as I enter my own dorm, mind reeling at the day, or rather the night's events. I know I don't have much time until I have to start getting ready for the day. Even with the little sleep I got, I feel refreshed. And more than a little excited to see Pomni again so soon. Day 3 complete! Yeah! We move on to day 4, and that's the last day before the culture festival. Very exciting! The dorms there look like every house I ever made in this house. Relatable. When my alarm alarm goes off, it feels like I barely close my eyes. The only real proof I even get sleep is my wrinkled uniform and messy hair. Hope nobody gets on my case about it. I pull my backpack off the ground, slip my music player into my pocket, and throw open the door. Pomni is already there to greet me. I yawn. Morning, Pomni! I shake my head. Pomni? Oh, on time. Hey, what are you looking at me, surprised? This is just the first time I think I've ever seen you on time. To anything. Pomni rolls her eyes. Come on, I'm not that bad. I yawn before I can muster a response. She smirks at me and stares at my mess of hair. How did your hair get that messed up from sleeping only a few hours? I run a hand through my tangled hair. Whatever. I look away, heat rising on my cheeks. I opt to change the subject. You wanna listen to music on the way in? Pomni's eyes gleam in anticipation as he gives me an empathetic nod. Isn't that too risky? What if Kane sees it? He's gonna seize the MP3 player. We share the earbuds. We swiped from the library yesterday as we listen to some more old music. We take turns guessing at artists. I'm pretty sure neither of us have heard before. When we do finally get in, we take out our earbuds and I wrap the cord around the media player before putting it back into my pocket. I realize something interesting. Pomni? Yeah. How long have we been listening to that thing between yesterday and today? Pomni shrugs. I don't know, a few hours? Right, but do you remember any of the songs repeating? She stops on the stairs and thinks a minute. No, that's weird, right? Guess it must have a lot of storage on it. Our conversation ends just as we arrive at the homeroom. Ah, very weird. Jax! The purple rabbit and our class rep are somehow already fighting by the time we step inside. Give it back! I know you took it! Jax rolls his eyes. I don't know what you're talking about. What's happening? My diary! She pulls open her desk, pointing at an empty spot. It's missing from my desk, and I know. She points at the purple rabbit, who is staring back with a bored look. That Jax took it! Pomni and I exchange a look. Pomni begins to search her own desk. Wait, mine's missing too. I guess she was lying about not having a diary last night, but the fact that she is actually missing, that it's actually missing seems more important right now. Are you serious, Jax? Stealing girls' diaries? I can't believe I'm saying this, but surely you're better than that. Jax's eyes go wide as he faces down the disapproving stares of his classmates. What are you talking about? I didn't steal anything! Come on, Jax. Nobody else would do this. Just give the diaries back. Jax face palms with an annoyed groan. I told you already, I don't have them. He takes an exaggerated pause between each word as he casts a spiteful glare at his accusers. I look at Pomni, who has been quiet through the whole exchange. You okay, Pomni? She doesn't respond. After Pomni, anyone there? Nothing. She's frozen! Completely frozen! Oh my god. The other students continue to argue. When the bell finally does ring, Jax takes the opportunity to head out of the class without a word. Jax, get back here! I'm not done! I stand up. Don't worry, Ragatha. I'll get the diaries back. Okay, Miyu, I really need it back. That's where all my notes for the culture fair are. She clutches her hair in anxiety and frustration. Pomni leaves with me as we stand up and head out of class. I really want to know what is written in Pomni's diary now. Oh my god. Quick question for the fairer gender in the chat. Do you guys actually have to spend all the time doing your hair in the morning? My routine is as simple, splashing my face with water and running. Well, I don't know. People in chat have to answer that. Any females in chat right now that can answer that? How much time do you spend each morning fixing your hair? I'm a witch. I fix my hair with magic. I just snap my fingers and it's fixed, you know? I don't really need time. Pomni leaves with me as they stand up and head out of class. But surely not everyone can possess such great magic as the intergalactic destroyer of all nations and galaxies and universes, the Night Nugget herself. So I cannot really dare to speak for anyone else. Wow, didn't think Jax was enough of a creep to go through everyone's desk like that. Yeah, who would do that? I don't know. Who would be such a creep to, I don't know, sneak into school at night and look into everyone's desks and possibly even read diaries of other people? What would he even do with all those diaries? Pomni shakes her head. I don't want to know. I just want to get them back as soon as possible. I promise we will. I say, giving her a genuine look. He meets my gaze and blushes a bit. Thanks, Mio. Pomni and I spend more time organizing our thoughts and developing a plan. I think the best thing to do is tell Kane. Maybe he can just... She shrugs. Snap them back or something. We make our way to Principal Kane's office. As we open the door, we're greeted by Bubbles sitting in front of a computer. The occasional noise of typing on the keyboard comes from the computer as Bubble stares at the screen with an intense expression. Wait, how can Bubble type? Oh, yes, telepathic powers, for sure. Yeah, strategies. 1, bots, 2, wins. Yeah, those are the best strategies for real. So practical, I approve. Mew doesn't do her makeup in the morning. She just does her magic. Yeah! Yeah! Hey, Bubble, we need to talk to... That one egg was 40 eggs? What? Bubble shakes their head, then addresses us. Sorry, let me check the principal's schedule. They give us an enthusiastic smile, and there's a few moments of awkward eye contact as we wait for Bubble to do that. How about next month? Next month? Principal Kane pokes his head out of his office. Hey, Bubble, reschedule my 2 o'clock. Pomni and I exchange a glance before speed walking right past Bubble and into Kane's office. Stop that! You crazy kids! I love Bubble. As we step inside, Kane is on the phone. No, not 200, 200. What? You can't tell me that. I'll tell your manager. Oh, Kane is a Karen. Oh, you're a Harvard graduate. Then you should definitely know better than to call a customer that. You have a casserole in the oven. Oh, okay. Vibration. No comes. What could that have been? Pomni, Mio, you 2 people I was least expecting to see between my meetings. How is work on the Culture Festival going? Do you know what it is yet? He leans in, holding a hand to the side of his... Well, I would say mouth, but his head is a giant mouth, so... He just sort of uses one oversized hand to hide half of his face. Can you tell me what a culture fair is? Pomni steps back and nods nervously. Oh, we did figure out what a culture fair is, but we need to talk to you about something more important. She gives me a meaningful look, and I nod, turning my attention to Kane. I'm sure you do, but right now, I'm doing everything I can just to make sure the culture fair doesn't explode all over the place. So I only have time for official culture fair business. Pomni steps forward. Well, Kane technically is culture fair business. Ragatha had all her notes in her personal notebook, she says, trying to remain vague to avoid embarrassing anyone. So if she doesn't get that back, then there might not even be a culture fair to explode. Kane's eyes buggered off his head. What? No culture fair? No explosion? When we're trying to avoid the explosion? Where do you think it went? Well, we think maybe she shuffled her feet. Jax could have possibly taken them? Kane immediately takes interest. That lovable rapscallion? I'll have to This wacky watch makes a terrible cacophony. Several animal noises screech out and springs go flying. Gods! That would be my 12:30 appointment! Good luck, you two. I'm sure you'll find Jax and work something out. Can you just, I don't know, snap and bring Ragatha's notebook back? No time. Good luck with Jax. He snaps, and before we can complain, we're teleported to the school rooftop. Jax is standing there, his back to us. Wait, how did he... Jax turns around. How did you... Pomni cuts in before confusion can take hold. Jax, look, I know you think it was a really funny prank to take everyone's diary, but just give them back. She gives them a meaningful look. I have some really personal thoughts in there. This is really not cool. Jax pinches where his nose would be if he were a person with an angry sigh. This again. For the last time. I didn't take your damn diaries. He turns to me. Mio, come on. Do you really think I did this? Jax definitely took them. I don't think Jax is lying. Honestly, I really don't think so. He looks kind of annoyed. Doesn't look like he's enjoying the confusion. He would play into the confusion and be like, oh, guess you can't find them. Well, too bad for you, you know? He wouldn't be like, actually, for real serious, I didn't take them. So I don't think he's lying. I don't know, I just remembered I'm up even earlier in the morning, 4 a.m. instead of 6. Wow, that's very early. Do you have to go sleep now? I don't think Jax is lying. Let's go with that. You don't? I mean, why would Jax lie and not take the credit? He'd get a way bigger response from you guys if he just admitted to take them and refusing to give them back. But who but Jax would take them? Hey! He gives her an exasperated look. Just leave me out of this. We need to investigate everyone equally, not just Jax. Pomni nods reluctantly. Who should we question first? Ragatha, King, or Gangle and Zubul? I don't think Ragatha took it because Ragatha also lost hers. She wouldn't take both. Let's ask Kinger, I guess. I also can't. Maybe he took them and thought it was English homework. Like a homework assignment that he had to grade. You know, that would make sense, wouldn't it? He would surely be confused enough to think that. Who knows? Yeah, right. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, Kinger. Let's go for Kinger. Waiting in our homeroom is Mr. Kinger. The lights are off and the curtains are drawn. The room is as dark as it can get for this time of the day. Mr. Kinger is eating a sandwich at his desk. As Pomni and I poke our heads in. Hope we aren't interrupting his quiet time. Hey, Kinger. Pomni! Mew! Come on in. He ushers us inside. Sorry to bother you during lunch, but we have some questions. Ask away, guys. Did you see anything this morning when you got in and started getting ready for class? Let me think a second. My memory can be pretty fuzzy sometimes, you know? He pauses a moment. I remember coming in, setting my things down on my desk. I was going to review my lesson plan when Gangle came in. Gangle? She said she and Zubul needed help moving a big art piece outside of the art room. They were here way earlier than any other students usually get here. Then I stepped out into the bright hallway and... pauses, shaking his head with a sad expression. Sorry, kiddos. Can't remember anything after that. No, that's fine. Thanks, Kinger. Anytime. Good luck, you two. I gave Kinger a fond wave before we head out. Who next? Well, since Kinger went with Gangle and Zubul, let's ask Ragatha. Ragdoll is as friendly as ever, waving to us as we come to see her at the lunch table. Hey guys, find anything yet? She says hopefully. Not yet, but we want to know if you know anything that might help us. Sure thing. How can I help? Maybe tell us how your morning went. Did you see anything suspicious? Let me think. Well, first I got up and made some tea. Then I walked to school. I saw Subal and Gangle in the art room. I was kind of surprised how early they were there. Then I came to homeroom and sat down with Kinger while I waited for everyone else to arrive. That's it. No checks? Ragatha shrugs. No checks. He's not usually here on time though. I guess he must have snuck in. Thanks, Ragatha. We'll let you know once we find the diaries. Okay, now Gangle and Subal. Maybe they know something. 5 hours. I don't know if that's healthy, but I'm not one to judge. I also don't get enough sleep, as I should. But like, sleep schedules are the worst. You always want to fix them, but you never do. Oh my god, look at that! There's a Subal with Subal was here, and a Gangle with an ooh. Cute! We stopped by the art classroom. Gangle and Subal are too focused putting the finishing touches on their art to even look up as we enter. Pomni clears her throat. Hey guys, we're trying to find out where the missing diaries went. Can we ask you some questions? I thought Jax stole them. Go ahead, I guess. Pomni turns to face Subal. Subal, how did your morning go? Did you see anything out of the ordinary? Subal shrugs. I got up early today. Gangle and I had a lot of art to finish, so we agreed to meet up before class. We went to school and came right here. That's right. Gangle pipes up. We just worked all morning and went to homeroom together. Nothing else. Wait a moment. You didn't leave? At all? You were here all morning. Well, at one point we had to move a big art piece to the courtyard. So Gangle offered to go talk to Kinger to help out. So that means you were in homeroom in the early mornings, right, Gangle? Gangle looks away and fiddles with her hands. Yeah, I guess I forgot. So Gangle came back with Kinger to help you move the art piece. Subal shrugs again. Yeah, after a bit. I almost left to see if she got lost, but she came back just as I was going to leave. I nod. Something here smells fishy, and it isn't the sushi Gangle brought to the art room. Oh, yeah, that sure was silly of you to worry about me. She trails off. At the worst possible time, the door to the art room bursts open behind us, and Jack strides in, bearing down at Gangle. Oh my god, 100% Gangle stole them. Was he listening in? It was you! You stole the diaries and pinned it on me! Ah! She throws her ribbon arms in the air, running around the art room as Jax chases her with violent intent. Pomni steps in front of Jax, stopping him short. Jax, stop! We don't even know if Gangle did anything wrong yet. Oh, but you're happy to accuse me when the diaries go missing. He frowns. All we know is Gangle was there early. And spent a lot of time there. Before anyone else was there. Pomni trails off, the case for Gangle's innocence falling apart in real time. I turn to Gangle, who is shrinking in on herself in a corner of the art room. As if we needed even more chaos, and here Ragatha walks in the art room door, still a child from Jack's dramatic entrance earlier. I heard a loud noise and yelling. What's going on in here? Jax turns to her. Ask the diary thief. He points an accusatory finger at Gangle, who flinches. Jax, you can't just bully Gangle like that. Come on, Gangle, tell him it's not true. I hear a sound like porcelain cracking as Gangle flinches away again. He's lying, right, Gangle? Ragatha's face begins to fall. Gangle's comedy mask breaks in two, falling to the floor. Tears already at the edge of her tragedy mask as she curls up in the corner, the very image of misery and guilt. Oh my god! Just a miserable pile of ribbons. No, Ragatha, he's right. Jax looms over Gangle with a cruel, smug grin. I knew it! He spins on his heel. All of you owe me an apology right now. Subal scoffs and crosses her arms, interposing themselves between Jax and Gangle. That'll be the day. I'm still in shock, but Pomni takes the lead, turning to Gangle. Why, Gangle? She's on the edge of tears. I needed material for my fan fiction, okay? I admit. Why is that so on brand? Oh my god. It's so funny. She throws up her ribbons and surrender as she starts to sob. Fan fiction? What the? I needed more ideas, some inspiration, and I was hoping I could find some juicy material in them. You all probably hate me now, though. She turns away from us. But I don't think hatred would be a wholly inappropriate response at this time. It's hard not to pity her. Regatha sighs. Gangle, look, those have some really personal things. Next time, you can just ask me. I'll tell you something spicy, I promise. Regatha gives a confused but encouraging smile. I'm sorry, everyone. We all spent some time reassuring Gangle, except for Jax, who can't stop rolling his eyes and telling us we still owe him an apology. I didn't even really get anything interesting out of them anyway. Well, except... A sly smile crosses Gangle's mask. Pomni thinks you're really cute, me. Gangle! I clap my hands. Oh my god, if she didn't hate her already, she would so hate her now. I clap my hands to my mouth as Pomni glares at Gangle. But other than that, it was nothing. I'm really sorry, guys. As she finishes giving back the diaries to Regatha and Pomni, one still remains in her hands. She freezes. A black book. None of us recognize it. For a moment, I think it's just a random book, until I turn to see Jax blends. How did you... That was in my room, Gangle. He begins to make his way towards you. Yes, she has a diary! Why didn't I read that yet? Bro, I was so... We did Jax read yet already, though. Was there a way to read his diary? You're dead. I didn't know Jax would write a diary. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good. Gangle heads out of wail as she begins to run away, but Regatha stands up and blocks him. Move, Regatha. Don't move, Regatha. Shut up, Gangle. He won't hurt you. He thinks you're too soft and huggable. And oh my god! Oh my god! Is that cute? Oh! I didn't see this ship yet. Oh my god. Shipping, Jax and her, Regatha. Oh my god, that's too good. This is like a fanfiction in itself. Shut up, Gangle! Regatha and Jax both blush, but Jax backs away from Regatha, affording Gangle some degree of safety. Gangle takes advantage of this opening to flee the room. Gangle! Hey! He chases her out, followed closely by Suba. Thank God I got my diary checks. I really needed my notes on the culture fair. We all pause a moment as we realize her Freudians. Oh. She wanted to say back. Back! Her face goes Pete Bass. That's why she has so much sex in her diary. I meant back! Get my diary back! She pounds her head with her own fist as she flees the room. Speaking of crushes, I turn to face Pomni. You think I'm cute? Well, her face turns from white to red. That is, I'd just like to say, as Pomni stumbles over her words, Kane bursts out of thin air. Oh my god, this is getting too good. Not my fanfic here, I need the head, yeah, but this is so great. Oh my god, like, it's so funny that Gangle leaked the knowledge of Pomni thinking we're cute, but it's even better that Jax writes diary and that he thinks that Regatha is soft and huggable. That's so out of character. It's excellent. Excellent work, my little investigators. Looks like you found the magic diaries and get the culture fair back on track. Magic diaries? We're showered by confetti, coating the floor in a mass of colorful paper. I shake my head and small pieces of confetti come raining down like multicolored dandruff. Oh, that's not a nice way to think about it. As a reward, I'm going to send you two on a vacation. To a location of your own choosing. Wow, seriously? Anywhere? What do we pick? Well, you led the investigation, Pomni. You can pick. Oh, come on. I can't think of anything right now. You have 10 seconds or you go on vacation to the fudge dimension. He says the word fudge dimension in a deep tone with a heavy reverb. How does he do that? A clock appears and begins counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2... Amusement park! Amusement park! We want to go to the amusement park! She shouts out just in the nick of time. Kane snaps his fingers. Your wish is my command. You get to go to Bubble World! Yeah, Bubble World! I always wanted to go to Bubble World. It's open, it's ready, and most importantly, we have free tickets through our Wacky Watch sponsorship. He claps his hands, and a glowing white portal appears. Behind it, the faint outline of various roller coasters and the sound of general merriment emulate from it. Oh wow! Let's go, Pomni! What? Right now? I'm not even dressed for an amusement park though. What does that even mean? Still, some time to get ready would be nice. I turn to Kane. Can we go to our dorms and get ready first? Kane considers it for a moment before nodding. Alright, be back here within the hour, you two. Omni nods before giving me a grateful smile. We head back to our dorms. As I step into my room though, I notice I'm woefully underprepared for a date with Pomni. I don't even have anything aside from the set of school uniforms in my closet to change into. Staring at the wall of perfect uniforms that look the exact same as one another is making me panic even more. I take a step outside to try to think of something else. As I rack my brain for options, Ragatha walks past. Hey Miu, headed somewhere? Oh yeah, me and Pomni are going to visit the amusement park Kane made. A new amusement park? Yeah, Principal Kane opened it up after Pomni and I helped everyone get their diaries back. Ragatha offers me a warm smile. An amusement park sounds so nice. Some place where you can take all your friends. Yep. And not politely. There's a moment of awkward silence as Ragatha grins at me expectantly and I just sort of stare back. Oh man, she wants to go too! Thanks sponsors, yeah! Thanks sponsors of Wacky Watch! I mean, yeah, maybe we can go, we can all go sometime in the future, but I mean, this is, like a date situation. Ragatha blushes, backpedaling quickly as she crosses her arms in front of her. Of course. I mean, I wouldn't dream of ruining your date. She checks her Wacky Watch. I need to get to doing some culture fair stuff. Anyway, she notices I'm still wearing my school uniform. You aren't going on a date in your school uniform, are you? I sigh and rub the back of my neck. So like, I swear I packed all my clothes, but I can't find them. Oh well, I wouldn't mind lending you some. She beams at me. Really? She looks me up and down, then claps her hands. I think I have the perfect thing. Ragatha runs back to her dorm, wasting no time before returning with an outfit folded over a hanger. It's a frilly gingham, knee-length skirt, complete with a white top. There's even a ribbon tie around the collar of the top, and in her free hand, Ragatha is carrying a matching purse. It looks like something out of a dollhouse, which is fitting since Ragatha is giving it to me. Oh wow, a whole outfit! With accessories! She beams, jiggling her hands holding the purse. How did you get this ready so fast? She looks away from me, blushing. Oh, I had it ready in case I ever went on a date, actually. She trails off wistfully, but it's yours now. Seriously, I want you to have it. You look great. She gives me a smile that almost completely hides the pain in her voice. Oh my god, poor Ragatha. Thank you. She smiles. Just consider it me paying you back for making sure I got my diary back. Okay, wearing my new clothes, I walk to the portal Kane opened to Bubble World. I apparently got there before Pomni. Even though neither of us called this a date, I can't help but feel myself getting anxious as I wait for her. Eventually, she does show up, walking towards me and giving a wave as her face lights up with a smile. Oh my god, how cute! Hey, Miu! Pomni decided to dress up for the occasion too, which makes me feel a little happier. Oh my god, and she has hairs! I just realized she has hair, which is good, otherwise she would be completely bald. And a little more confident. She might feel the same way I feel about her. You look great! She looks me up and down while I try to conceal a blush. I really like your outfit too, Pomni. Ready to go in? Pomni nods enthusiastically. Yep! Let's go! The moment we enter the portal, we're bombarded with sights and sounds. Signs advertising various attractions sit among the nicely manicured topiaries at the entrance. Multicolored roller coaster tracks in the distance promise a menagerie of thrilling rides. A cheery tune that sounds suspiciously like a royalty-free version of It's a Small World plays throughout speakers in the park. Ah, there's a lot of rides here. Some game stands, she says, picking up a park map and pointing at various areas. And oh, look, a Ferris wheel! She says that last one with a little extra excitement. What shall we do? She looks up at me smiling. Let's go to the roller coasters. Let's go. It's a tiny globe. A very tiny one in comparison to all the galaxies. The first coaster we come to is called Circus. It boasts some intimidating lift hills and drops, a few loops, and even a short period of track where the cars are suspended upside down. Pomni chitters a bit as we approach the queue line. How high do you think the drop is? Yeah, I say, barely hearing the question as I look up at it. Pomni giggles. You nervous? Maybe. I say before regaining my composure. But I can do this for you. I give her a thumbs up. She chuckles and gives me a smile. Well, if it gets too intense for you, you can always hold my hand. I bless the proposition. Since there's no line we breeze through the queue, I'm not sure there's anyone else here at all. No, we're just alone in Bubble World. We board the ride and the restraints lower themselves, making sure to take seats next to one another. I let Pomni talk me into sitting in the front car, despite my better judgment. I grip her hand before the ride even starts. She squeezes mine and gives me a gentle smile. You're gonna be okay. This is gonna be fun, she reassures me. Kane's pre-recorded voice beams from the speakers. For your safety, please keep our claws, hands, arms, tails, ribbons, and various appendages inside the coaster. Now get ready for a blast off on the Star Killer, rated for 900 GS of force. Is that a lot? Surely that number can't be right. It would kill anyone who wrote it. I have a moment to ponder this before the coaster train is launched forward up the hill. The coaster whips its way, and that at breakneck speed. I'm jerked around with such force that I can't even manage to scream as we descend the first gun-wrenching drop. Pomni cheers and laughs at my side. I close my eyes and squeeze her hands. On the second drop, I manage to scream. Ah! As we plunge through 2 consecutive loops into an inline roll, I barely keep my lunch down. Finally, we reach the safety of the station. Thank you for riding the Star Killer. As a reminder, Bubble World claims no liability for upset stomach, soiled pants, or lost limbs. What was the last one? That was so fun! Come on, Mio, let's go again. Oh my god, she turned evil. Look at the evil sharp teeth. Huh? Am I streakily putting on a fragile smile? I let Pomni talk me into riding the coaster 3 more times before my stomach can't take no more. We ride a few other rides, like the Extinction event, the Flying Dutchman, ooh, and Friar Steep. I learn quickly Pomni is a connoisseur of thrill rides, as she regales me with the precise technical names of each gut turning spin and turn we go through during the ride. Oh my god, that's so not my thing. I don't like that. I rather fly around as I please. But roller coasters are controlled by humans. That's way less reliable than my own magic, you know? The only one I enjoy is one we only ride once. The Dino Coaster at Sunya. Its Pomni insists is kinda lame and definitely for kids. Oh well, I liked it. As we go in the Extinction event, for a second time, Pomni turns to me. Make a face when we go past the camera. I want to get a picture so we can always remember today. I'm not trying to marshal my strength, but after the first drop, I'm a screaming mess, and any hope of putting on a brave face for the camera is lost. Pomni tucks me by my arm as the ride finishes. Come on, let's look at the picture. She leads me to the photo booth before putting a hand over her mouth. Oh, oh my god, look at your face. Pomni's putting up a peace sign and pretending to yawn. Oh my god. But I love the bubble world sticker on it. My face is contorted in an expression of fear, as if someone just told me I was going to die before the coaster arrived at the station. But even so, I can't deny that my expression is kind of funny, and I want to remember this day too, so I nod. Yeah, let's get this picture. I smile. It may have felt like each coaster was going to be the death of me. But just seeing how happy this made Pomni, I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. I step up the counter and pay for the photo, handing it to Pomni. She looks up at me, grinning from ear to ear. Dusk comes before either of us are ready. Time flying by as we eat fried foods, try and mostly fail carny games, and Pomni tucks me into trying various death-defying thrill rides. Pomni surprises me by taking my hand, tugging me towards the immense silhouette of the Ferris wheel in the distance. The park lights coming on and illuminating our path in neon greens and cool blues. It's finally dark enough. Let's go to the Ferris wheel, Mio. We can get a good view of all the lights. I let her pull me along to the route of the Ferris wheel. Pomni may be looking ahead, but I can't focus on anything but her hand and mine. I wanted to hold her hand all week, but I was never sure when the right time to make the move would be. Now that she tucks me along the path, I am glad I waited for the opportune moment. I savor every second as we sprint through the chill late autumn air. The Ferris wheel is lit up like a Christmas tree. She keeps a firm grasp on my hand as we breeze through the queue. A mannequin holds one of the cars for us, ushering us inside. Here goes nothing. We step in and the door is closed behind us. Once the car ascends a bit, I ask Pomni a question. So, why an amusement park? She shrugs. Well, I guess I just wanted something that everyone could enjoy a few times. Only being able to go to school or the dorms all the time is kind of a drag, you know? I nod. I started to feel like I was going crazy. She chuckles, staring out the window of the car and pausing a moment before collecting herself. Amusement parks are just for fun. She blushes. Although this week hasn't been all bad, you know. Not all bad, huh? You know, I've just been having a lot of fun this week with you. She smiled slyly, looking up into my eyes. And I wanted to maybe just do something, you know, just us. This whole week has been fun for me too, Pomni. Not just today. You have to be the coolest person I have ever met. I mean, I wouldn't have ever tried sneaking into school at night. Even the case of the mysterious diary disappearances. Pomni puts on a posh British accent. Elementary, my dear Watson. What? Sherlock Holmes, you know, the famous detective. I smile sheepishly. I guess I should pay more attention in literature class. Pomni smiles apologetically. Well, you were a good sidekick. Thanks, I just liked spending time with you. I say, not able to fully conceal a blush. Miu, I meet her gaze, noting her serious tone. I want to thank you for everything, she says, looking at her feet, then out the window at the glowing park lights. Before you came to the school, I really felt like I was just going through the motions. And even before I came to the school or the circus, I still felt lost. Like I was just doing things to get by without actually living. I wanted people to take me seriously, when I didn't even take my own life seriously. I guess I just wanted to feel seen, feel like I was doing something important. But with you, she trails off a moment. I feel seen. I feel like you get me. And I don't feel like I'm weird or I need to be ashamed around you. You are Don't know how much that means to me, Mio. Ah. She looks back at me. Pomni. I take her hands in mine. You shouldn't you ever feel bad for being yourself. You know, I confess, you really are the coolest person I ever met. She blushes back at me. Mio. You're funny, you're witty, and you're really, really cute. But it was like now we're equal. Now we're equal since we already know that Pomni thinks we're cute. Thanks, Mio. I think you're cute too. I grin. I remember from earlier today. Earlier, I see her blush furiously as she remembers Gangle's antics with her diary. I'm gonna get Gangle for that. I laugh. Well, can we keep holding hands? Of course we can keep holding hands. She smiles, letting out an amused snort. As our car and the Ferris wheel ascends, she puts her head on my shoulder. It reminds me of when she fell asleep on my shoulder yesterday. But it's made all the sweeter by the fact Pomni is awake this time, snuggling into my shoulder. Which reminds me of how I almost told her. I almost told her a lie. Well, no time like the present. Pomni, Before I can finish the thought, Pomni reaches out and touches the glass, breathless at the view. Hey Mio, we're at the top, look! Ah! Her pinwheel eyes are aglow with the reflection of the myriad lights of the amusement park. I can't keep my eyes off her. I'm just so amazed at the artwork. The artist did such a great job! Insane. Yeah, we're in this like confession in Tomodachi Life. It also happens in a roller coaster. Hey, Chuck's the funny rabbit. Hello. Is Funny Bunny real or not? Or do you ship Chucks with Ragatha? I'm split now. This game ships Chucks with Ragatha apparently. Hey Snoopy, so cool! Hi! So pretty. Yeah. I said even if we're looking at different things. Pomni's eyes eventually catch my gaze and she blushes. You're not even looking at the lights. I know, I just can't take my eyes off of you. Look at how cringe. I manage before my courage goes out. I'm sorry, is that weird? Pomni gives me a playful smile. Maybe a little bit. She moves closer to me, planting a kiss on my cheek before I can react. But it's also very sweet. My face goes red. I rub the place where she kissed my cheek. It feels like a miniature fire is blossoming right where she kissed me. We keep holding hands, even as we depart the Ferris wheel, talking about nothing and everything at the same time. Sometimes I feel like I could be happy just walking and talking with her for the rest of time, even if my heart is beating out of my chest the entire time. We get back to the dorms all too soon, and she lets my hand go as we get to the door of my dorm. Pomni smiles shyly at me. I had a great time today, Mio. Me too, Pomni. You'll be at the Culture Festival tomorrow, right? Yep. We stand there awkwardly. I don't want the night to end just yet. Should I kiss her? What if I'm misreading things? What if she thinks I'm weird? What if I'm moving too fast? Bro, she kissed you on a Ferris wheel. What are you moving too fast? Well, guess this is good night, Mio. She takes a step towards her door. My god, I had to cough at that. You're for real, coward. Sweet dreams, Pomni. Goes back to the dorm, shutting the door behind her. Stupid, stupid. I missed my chance. Yeah, for real, you did. Oh my god, that was so bad. What about my wrist? The main character doesn't represent me accordingly. I have way more rest than that. Well, as I enter my dorm, I comfort myself with the knowledge that the date still went better than I could have hoped, and also that I'm still in my really weird polka dot room. Kane did that, by the way. We said to Kane that we want more personality in the room, and then he did that. I feel a bit fuzzy whenever I look at this. At least he kissed me, even if it was just on the cheek, and we got to hold hands a lot, which makes me really happy too. It makes the fact that I didn't kiss her on the way out tonight all the more painful. Yeah, for real though. Tomorrow at the culture festival, I'll confess everything about my feelings for her. Maybe she'll even let me make up for the missed kiss. But even thinking about that makes my heart pound against my ribcage. I turn my lights off and hope to get some sleep despite my brain racing with thoughts of Pomni. Oh my god, today is the day of the culture fair. Are we gonna kiss her? I woke up in the morning of the culture festival. Carnival tunes from the amusement park Pomni and I went to yesterday still echoing in my ears. I'm still a bit flashed after everything that happened, especially the kiss at the top of the Ferris wheel. Still, I managed to pull on one of my many freshly pressed uniforms through a haze of anticipation. I'm ready so early that I end up opening my door right as Pomni was about to knock on it. Oh, Miu, you're up early. Well, I guess I was just excited to hang out again, you know? Smile back. Good, you ready to do our presentation? Presentation? She pulls out some papers from her backpack. After sorting through them, she hands about half to me. Remember, we did all the research on the culture festival. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, right! Between the midnight urbexing of the school and our amusement park date. Was that a date? It's hard for me to tell. I shake my head to dispel the thoughts and try to focus on the notes she handed me. I wrote up your part for you. I nod, grateful. Agatha asked what time we wanted to do our presentation. We sort of answered for both of us and said we want to do it early in the day. But then we can focus on actually enjoying the culture fair once we finish our presentation. Yeah, true. That's actually a good strategy for everyone. If anyone ever has like presentation or something, try to pick early spots. Try to do it as early as possible. Otherwise, you're just worrying the whole day. It's not good. Sounds good, Pomni. Wow! It's so decorated. It even has like balloons up there. Stars. We walk through the cool morning air together. I try reviewing all of the paperwork Pomni handed me. There's actually some interesting stuff in here. According to these notes, the root word from which culture fair is derived has to do with Japanese religion. And people believed the gods descended from the heavens. In fact, shrines were typically present at a lot of these fairs and festivals. And local farmers would pray for good fortune. Wow, this history stuff is actually pretty interesting. Thanks, I tried to focus on the most interesting parts of the book, but it was pretty dry. I nod. You nervous, Miu? Nervous, me? Why would I be nervous? Dear God, am I nervous? Not just about the culture festival, but about things between Pomni and me in general. I feel like my feelings are probably reciprocated. But I can't tell for sure. But I feel like I can't ask until after the presentation is over. Because if Pomni doesn't like me, then things are going to be really awkward. I accidentally voiced my discomfort aloud. Hey, Miu, you okay? Yeah, probably just something I ate yesterday. I can take you back to Nurse Ming before the festival if... No! I say a little more loudly than necessary. I'm fine, really. I try to give a reassuring smile, but I probably look like a seasick crocodile. Let's do this thing. I try to imitate Agatha's arm pump thing she does when she's trying to reassure everyone. If you say so, Miu. We walk in. Ragatha's already there, ready to greet us. Oh, thank goodness. I was beginning to think you two were going to be late, and I would have to hand your spot over to Gangle and Subal. Near the stage, Gangle is holding up 2 pieces of art to Subal, neither of them appropriate for a school activity. Subal wordlessly shakes her head, and Gangle pouts, putting them down. Oh, I want to see those. Ragatha gives us a tight smile. Gangle needs helpful critique on what she can and can't present. The stage is ready. She gestures to the auditorium stage. Nice, let's get this thing rolling. Oh, hi, Wandering! Hi! Hi. And hi, Blue Elephant! I'm sorry, my Twitch chat isn't working well today, so I sadly cannot read it in my actual chat window, but I keep switching back to the Twitch window in order to, like my browser where I have Twitch open, in order to be able to see the messages. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a nice Sunday. How are you doing today? I'm doing good. It's Sunday, but that's okay. We're having a good time here with Pomni. We had some really spicy scenes already. Yeah, how are you doing? Oh, also for everyone who hasn't heard yet, I have a karaoke stream planned for the 5th of September. You can now go to my Marshmallow website and request any song you want there anonymously. Or you can also alternatively comment it underneath my YouTube post. I actually should probably put the link into my stream chat again, but I totally forgot to do that. Well, you should be able to see it in the... What genre did you like singing? Do you do death metal? Oh no, actually not. I think... Well, I don't want to limit you guys. You can request anything you want for the karaoke stream. But, I would say mostly pop music or... Well... What do I like singing? That's a good question. I guess as long as it's like some sort of pop music or just something that... But I'm trying to get my comment. Trying to copy it on the side. Multitasking isn't easy. Well, I don't really know what kind of genre. Just request everything you want. But maybe not death metal or like crazy polka or something. Yeah, but just honestly request whatever you want. I don't have like a clear genre. I like pop. I like Japanese pop, K-pop. I also like I also have some funk songs I really like. So really don't limit yourself. Rock music is great too. So yeah, just request whatever you want. You can request whatever you want and as much as you want without any limits, and with a bit of luck I'm gonna choose it. Okay, and now I'm gonna post the link. The link to the request site. Yeah! Pin that comment. Also on. There we go. Now you should see it. Okay. Does it work? Can you guys see it? Will you only sing English songs? No. I can also sing Japanese or Korean songs or whatever language. Language doesn't matter. I take all language requests. Any favorite singers at least? Oh. Don't really have one actually. Bye, Chami. Good night. See you next time. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I already got some really interesting requests. But I don't really have like favorite singers. I have a lot of favorite singers, I would say, but I wouldn't want to name any because I'm gonna forget half of the ones that I want to mention, and then it's just a totally incomplete and not representative list. So I'm just gonna stick away from it. But yeah, just request whatever you want, and if you're lucky, I'm gonna sing it. But if you want to be sure, then maybe mix it up, like mix multiple songs of multiple genres. And then I'm just gonna pick whatever I like the most. None of them seem to know what they're waiting for. We ascend the stage. I stand next to Pomni, trying not to look awkward. Pomni taps the microphone. Testing, testing. This thing on? The voice fills the room. Each of the students goes silent and stares at her at the same time, like an army of automatons. Hey, everyone, she gives a nervous smile. I bet you're wondering why you're all here. She giggles uncomfortably. A familiar voice calls out from the audience. Yeah, now that you mention it, I do wonder why we're all here. Well, we're here to talk about a culture fair. Yawn. He says, making an exaggerated yawning motion in the audience. Some of the crowd begins to giggle at his antics. Seriously, Jax? He doesn't seem too amused. We're already at a culture fair. What is there to know? More laughter. Pomni tightens her lips. Hey, Jax! Oh, hey, new kid. Are you done disrupting our presentation? That depends. Are you done boring me to tears? More students chime in. I'm starting to get frustrated. But I take a deep breath. If anyone is going to save this culture fair, it might have to be me. The word for culture fair is believed to come from the Japanese word matsuri, which means fart. He makes a loud farting noise with his mouth. The entire student body ripples with laughter. It means, out of the corner of my eye, I see Kane eyeing me balefully. Are you guys going to do your presentation, or? Suddenly, an idea dawns on me. Hey, Kane, can you remember me? Can you remind me who all was supposed to do the culture fair presentation? Kane gives me a confused look. Well, it was you, Pomni, and Jax, of course. Well, shouldn't all three of us be up here? A light turns on Kane's eyes. Oh my god, we get revenge even in Pomni's path. We get so much Jax action, it's insane. We're so cooked, nothing is funny anymore. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to beat that one. Good point, he snaps, and Jax is teleported to the stage. What? And Kane, since all the lines are taken, how about you just put Jax in a costume? What were you thinking? Jax frantically wheels his arms. Wait, don't I get a say in this? Kane ignores him. While drum rolls, the rumor dolls are pretty important to Japanese festival culture. Maybe you could. The rumor? What the heck is... Kane snaps his fingers and Jax is encapsulated in a large red egg-like plastic costume. So that's the rumor doll. I know these ones, but I always didn't know the name of them. His face, the only visible part of him, is caked in thick white makeup, and a large mustache is drawn on him in black ink with orange rings around his eyes. Hey, you can't just do this! I turn to Kane, and the rumor dolls can talk. Kane snaps his fingers. Say no more! A cartoon-like zipper appears across Jax's lips. Before zipping shut, Jax goes silent, bobbing back and forth in his egg-shaped costume, murder in his eyes. Oh my gosh! I turn to our audience. Some of them are still laughing at Jax, but not because of anything he is saying. I do my part of the presentation, talking about the religious roots of traditional Japanese festivals. When I finish my part, I glance over at Pomni. She's trying to stifle a laugh. Back to her old self, she confidently comes up to the microphone, talking about the various foods provided at Japanese festivals. Yeah! The rumor dolls aren't food, but they are a big part of Japanese culture too, she says, gesturing to Jax, who, by this point, has sort of resigned himself to his current fate, his eyes glazed over. A person might even receive multiple Daruma dolls throughout the year as a good luck charm and as a symbol of perseverance. They're involved in Japanese festivals related to the New Year too, where people bring all the Daruma in a pile. A few cutouts of Daruma appear, courtesy of Principal Kane, piling up behind Jax. And the Daruma are lit on fire to create a bonfire to give thanks to them for past triumphs. I'm not sure if this is true, but I could imagine Pomni just made it up. A giant prop flame appears behind Jax, whose eyes are wide with panic as it approaches. Oh wait, return! The fire isn't real, but as it eclipses the Daruma, it creates an effect where only a black silhouette of the pile is visible. So it looks as if they were in fact being burned. A trapdoor drops Jax into the Daruma cutouts beneath the stage. And after the old Daruma are burned, a new one is purchased for luck in the new year. Jax, still in full costume, pops out from the same trapdoor he was dropped into moments ago, eyes dazed by his rapid descent. The students laugh at the theatrics. And that's our presentation. Pomni and I hold hands as we take a bow. What a successful presentation! Indeed. Pomni and I exchange a smile as we walk off the stage. Our triumph is short-lived, however. Mio, you are so dead. You somehow got free! Nobody makes me look like a Daruma doll. In the nick of time, Kane appears between Jax and the two of us. Jax, that performance was inspired! What? Kane, get out of my way, I need to. I don't think so, my boy. In fact, I think we may have just found our new mascot. With us up Jackson encased in a new Daruma costume. This one with just enough room for his gloves to stick out of either side, and his shiny shoes sticking out of the bottom. Now, get to dancing! Show us some school spirit! Chuck scowls at me. This isn't over. Yet as Kane ushers him out towards the hallways, I think that, at least for now, I'm safe from his wrath. How did you think of that, Miyu? I shrug. I remember reading about them in the Culture Festival book. And I saw Kane and I just sort of thought, what if we made Jax help us with the presentation anyway? Pomni giggles, giving me a playful punch on the arms. Well, that was seriously genius. We share another smile as we walk towards the food stalls. Finally, some food. As we're getting traditional fish-shaped cakes from one of the stalls, I turn to Pomni. So, about yesterday. Pomni grabs her fish-shaped cake and takes a bite before turning to me. What about it? She says, her mouth full of pastry dough and red bean paste. I was just kind of curious where we stand with one another. Her face peels as she gulps down food. Oh, Miyu. Well, directly to the point, huh? She scratches the back of her neck, looking away from me. Well, the truth is, yes, I sort of, rubs the back of her neck. You're gonna really make me say it. I wait with bated breath. I think I like you. A lot. She blushes furiously. My heart skips a beat. Pomni! I know it's kind of embarrassing, and I totally get if you don't feel the same way, but you know, you asked, so me too. So if you're not interested, she pauses, her mind processing my words. You too? Her cheeks flushed in a deep, even deeper crimson hue. Wait, really? I lean forward and seal my words with a kiss! Ah! Oh. For a moment, Pomni seems too shocked to respond. Then she sinks into the kiss from her end. For a second we stand there, a second that seems to pass too fast, but also seems to stretch into eternity. When we finally pull back, we're both blushing. Yeah, W! A cheese! Ah, insane. So, you weren't kidding when you said you liked me. You meant it too, right? Of course, I mean, I kissed you too, right? She giggles nervously. So does this mean I trail off? Oh, I think this definitely means. She gives me a smile, wrinkling her nose. Good. My legs feel like they're going to give out underneath me. We both find a place to sit nearby. So, when did you figure out I was into you? I thought maybe when you found me in the locker during the Urbexing thing, and I felt pretty sure while we were at the amusement park, but I wasn't sure if you were just trying to be friendly. No, honestly, I felt sure when Gangle read the diary. Pomni laughs. Well, for future references, I don't kiss my friends on the cheeks during a romantic Ferris wheel, right? Okay, fair. I rubbed the back of my neck. Yeah, I figured, but I didn't know. And I really didn't want to ask you and have you turn me down. And then the whole culture fair presentation would be awkward, you know? Pomni smiles up at me. Well, I appreciate that. I think, honestly, part of the reason I like you so much is you make me feel heard. Sometimes, everyone here is so tied up in dealing with their own business that it can feel really like you're alone. Or at least, you only have a surface-level friendship. But with you, Mew, I can't explain it. You're different, yeah, because I'm not like the other girls. You make me feel seen. You make me feel like, I don't know. I guess I feel like I can just be my fully authentic self around you. She blushes, hiding her face behind her gloves. I know, it's kind of embarrassing when I say it out loud. I lean forward and kiss her forehead. I think it's sweet. And I feel the same way. Yeah? Yeah, like, I feel like Regular is so busy with the student council thing. Gangle and Sewell are sort of their own clique. King and Kane are faculty, so it doesn't really feel like they know what it's like to be a student. And Jax as well cast a glance over to the room at Jax, who is still looking at me with murder in the eyes from afar. Jax. Pomni chuckles. Well, all of us are getting together later to do the fireworks at the rooftop. Would you want to come as my partner? I nod. That sounds great, Pomni. She smiles back at me. Alright, we're all meeting at after the culture festival. Yeah, after a lot more of those fish-shaped pastries. We spent the rest of the festival together. Then the festival ends, and Jax is freed from his custom prison. We both beat a hasty retreat to the dorms. Yeah, I was about to say, isn't he gonna run after us? I sort through my uniforms, trying to pick one from the identical sets of uniforms. Until I see that a yukata has been laid out on my bed. On it is a note from Principal Kane. Oh my god, this picture is so like, he's such a thinker, and such a poet, and such a philosophical person, you know? Congratulations, Miyu. I want you to have this. This was my grandmother's yukata. Before that, it was her grandmother's yukata. Oh my god. Thank you, Kane, for entrusting me with something so deeply personal and meaningful to you. Is that why it reeks of mothballs? And I heard someone special invited you to a fireworks festival. So show up in my granny swag. Make Grandmother Kane proud. I'm gonna make Grandmother Kane so proud. So cute. Even though it smells very strongly, I put it on and somehow it fits me perfectly. As I slip the yukata on, I hear Pomni knocking at my door. I open it. Pomni is in a beautiful yukata of her own. Wow, it looks so good. Hey, Miyu. Her nose wrinkles. Do you smell mothballs? I sigh. I don't want to talk about it. Pomni shrugs, offering her hand. Fair enough. You ready to go? I nod. On the way to the school rooftop, we talk about everything and nothing. You yet again. We talk about the school and culture festivals and how Jax looked in that ridiculous Daruma costume. I hope he isn't still mad at me for that. Well, I mean, it'll probably be fine, right? What's the worst he can do? Push me off the roof? Well, just don't think about it. I'm sure he's probably over it by now. She gives me a nervous smile as we ascend the stairs. But as we reach the top, everyone is in surprisingly good spirits. Pomni, Miyu, you made it! Good to see you too. You make a cute couple. We both blush. I know. You two are so cute together. I have so much ship art to working on. Ship art? Like boats? As I'm pondering Gangle's words, Jax walks up to me. Everyone gives us a wide berth. So, Mew, I flinch. Relax, I'm not here to push you off the roof. He says, wearing a smile that doesn't reach his eyes. Not yet. Yet? Sighs. Look, I absolutely just throw you off 3 floors for that stunt you pulled with Kane. And I fully intended to do it. But, he glanced at Pomni. Well, Pomni's cool. You two remind me of how I used to be when I hung out with someone who used to go here. You must be mean Ribbit, who was... Jax holds up a finger. Don't push your luck. So, in the name of peace and the culture festival, I'm giving you a pass today. I nod. Thanks, Jax. But you've definitely put a target on your head. Let's just say all my pranks and Ragatha are gonna take a backseat for the next few months. The smile widens sarcastically. Besides, if I kill you now, I can't torment you later. He pulls back, patting me on the shoulder. What a weak excuse, because Kane can just resurrect us. Good talk, new kid. He turns back to the party, pulling out a centipede for some nefarious purpose as he approaches Ragatha. Pomni walks over to me. What did he want? I shake my head. Weirdly, nothing. I guess we have an understanding, though. Pomni smiles up at me. Well, that's good at least. I guess it is. Kinga approaches the fireworks with a lighter in hand. Who's ready for ice cream? I am! I want some, he says, holding the flame close to a fuse. Ice cream? Ice cream? Wah! He says as he does, he takes his hand at an angle and ignites the fireworks. They begin to go off in sequence, filling the sky with myriad lights and shapes. Wow! Such a pretty shot! Again, I'm just so mesmerized by the lighting of the art. The entire time my hand never leaves Pomni's. With time, more and more of my memories returned. We still haven't found a way out of this weird school yet, or back to our lives before. But one thing is for sure. As long as I'm with Pomni, I think I'll be okay. Yeah! What a happy ending we got! Woo! Oh, but like big W for how well I did that. I have the wrist. I just have the wrist. Good end. Yeah! Yeah! Good job, everyone! We did it! We reached the end. I'm gonna leave the credits running now. So you can see made with Renpy. Ooh. Thanks for playing! Thanks for making the game. Okay. That was crazy! I feel like that was even more up and downy like than Jax's route. Because when we did Jax, like we didn't have as much lore drop on other people. But like I feel like when Gangle stole all the diaries and just dropped the info, it was just insane! I like that part the most so far. So overall, what is my verdict? I don't know who is more fun to date, but let's not make a judgment on that today. It was really fun to date Pomni though. We dated Jax before and now we dated Pomni, so we have 2 views now. How did you guys like it? I hope you enjoyed the Pomni route too. Okay, yeah, I have to end stream now. I wanted to speedrun this, but it took 3 hours. Well, am I so slow? Or is this game so long? I have no idea. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss anything in the future. And also, subscribe to my Twitter account because there I post my stream schedule updates, and then you can see when I'm streaming and what I'm streaming. And also write your song requests for the karaoke streams. Requests are open until the 5th of September, of course. So theoretically, you could make like a request last minute, but your chances are much higher to be picked if you send it in early, because then I can learn them. Especially if it's a Japanese or any song in a different language, you know? Then I can have time to learn it, and then the chances are higher that I'm gonna sing it. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being there. You guys make the streams much more fun. Okay. Let's end this for today then. I'm gonna see you guys in the next streams. Bye-bye. Good night.